got into the business for. We ain't gonna lie, man, we plan to sell out. If they offer us big money, we'll take it, no doubt. Hey children, cry it out. This man's Karnak is selling out. We know you love us, we know it's true. But when we get our money, we'll forget about you. You can call us sellouts, we don't give a fuck. The Skarnak rocks, and man, you suck. We'll be rich, and you'll live in a box. All the bitches wanna suck our cocks. Hey children, cry it out. This man's Karnak is selling out. We know you love us, we know it's true. But when we get our money, we'll forget about you. You'll dig through the garbage, looking for scraps. We'll be in Vegas, shooting craps. Your life will suck, and ours will not. 'Cause we decided to be sellouts. Hey children, cry it out. This man's Karnak is selling out. We know you love us, we know it's true. But when we get our money, we'll forget about you.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 64. We got a very special show for you. We are live on a bunch of streaming formats. We're going to try that for a while. I'm sure it won't work out for me. I'm sure something will go wrong. I guarantee I'll end up pissed off and wanting to not do it anymore for tomorrow, because that's what I do every Sunday, because I get mad at myself for failing. Hello, Chris. Right away a comment. How's it going? Got Jay back with us. He's blotted out because he doesn't want to be a public figure. So as you can see, he's
completely autonomous.
Yeah.
You can see my foot.
Yeah. Got Brian. Al with us as well. What's up, guys?
Hi.
I got public office aspirations, so I don't want to be seen on this
Yeah.
this shit.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to be associated with this show then.
Yeah, I could
whatsoever.
I could never run for public office.
I can't, no.
Too many people have way too much shit on me.
Yeah.
Now, if you know us personally, do not call that number. You can call me on my personal number, and we'll put you on.
This looks like you're selling fucking laundry detergent at 4 in the morning or something.
That was
what I
the,
said.
That was the whole point.
Yeah.
I wanted it to look like a 90s infomercial. It looks like a 90s infomercial, so.
Call now.
Yeah. 3 easy payments.
ShamWow.
3 easy payments, and you can be our friend.
Yeah. So this is officially episode 64, right?
It is,
We're not giving it any letter names or anything?
No.
Okay.
I can't wait to be back in 5 episodes.
And
Now, last week, Jay,
Yeah,
was
got
episode X,
Why was it X?
because we used one microphone in the center of the room.
right in the middle of the room.
We just mic the room.
You guys all just sing with your hands at your ear.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
We're the
We're like,
world.
more
We're like-
than words.
Oh, see, I was going to do the Mariah Carey Boys to Men one.
Oh.
Yeah, so
I can't even think of the name of the fucking song.
I don't know.
What does the name Boys to Men mean? Is it just literal? Like we're going from boys and we're going to be
Yeah.
men someday?
Yeah.
I guess.
Except for that they use Roman numeral 2.
They
Right.
did.
Yeah.
They did. I.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Boys.
it would be called
man.
called a boy band if they were white, but because they're black, it's just a band. It's R&B. It's a fucking boy band.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It was.
They're put together. They don't write their own songs. It's a boy band.
Well, no. Boys to Men wrote all their own stuff.
Yeah,
No, they did, really.
I don't believe it.
No, they didn't. They were together because they all lived on the same block.
They harmonize great.
Yeah. They were actually together. They won contests when they were really young.
Oh. I
But
don't
they
know.
were produced by Ronnie Bivens or
Bell Bivens.
Bell Bivens,
Which was a boy band.
who
Yeah,
was
when-
from a boy band that was put
Name-
together.
Bell
He
Bivens.
found a
Motherfucking
real band and just molded them.
So what is that genre called?
So I
you
guess
got
technically.
Boys to Men, you got Belle Biv DeVoe, you got Tony, all spelled with a
Jodeci.
different last letter.
Jodeci.
They had exclamation points in there too, didn't they? It
Yeah.
wasn't Tony
Yeah.
exclamation
Tone
point.
E, Tone I, and Tone Y.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. They had, I think the tone E had a little hyphen over it.
Well,
A umlaut.
Not an umlaut, like a tilde.
No.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out how my brother knows so much about Boys to Men.
They were huge for like 3 or 4
It
years.
was. I watched just a bunch. I used to watch a lot of VH1. We talked about this before.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't know.
And it wasn't a behind the music, but it was like that type thing.
I
But not
did know
officially.
that they were like. I did know they were all actual musicians because I did see them all like playing, or several of the guys. There's only like 3 guys that are like in the group now, and
Yeah.
I guess
saw 'em.
technically Mike would be right. They were a boy band, but they weren't one that was put together. They were already
They
together.
were already a team.
and then somebody took them and molded them into what they
But
became.
Mike's right though. If you're black, you're not a boy band. The Jackson 5 wasn't a boy band.
I mean,
they still
were.
They were.
There's
They,
people didn't call them that.
but they were like a whole family though that wrote stuff together.
Yeah,
and everything.
because like the Osmonds weren't a boy band.
yeah.
Is Hanson a boy band?
No, I don't think so. They're a family band.
They're a rock and
They're
roll
fucking
band.
partridges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
partridges.
they're a rock and roll band.
They're a fucking rock and roll band.
Wow.
The Osmonds, yeah, that's just a whole bunch of kids, man. They all play instruments too.
Yeah.
And what's her
It's like a gang of
Marie-
Mormons.
Marie still does like infomercials that looks like Mike's video.
Nutrisystem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
She's
except for that-
definitely had face work done, but the body is
Except
she's
for
lost the weight.
that Nutrisystem
Remember she
commercial.
passed out on the Dancing with the Stars?
She did.
The commercial that they show you, she's like, she keeps talking about how she lost 50 pounds. That's from like 15 years ago.
That's
No,
fine.
there's an updated one.
know-
It's
you know
not-
who's
No, that's not an updated one.
Really?
That's like 10 years ago at least.
And,
Oh,
what,
okay.
and what was Van Halen's wife?
Valerie
Valerie
Bertinelli.
Bertinelli. She is the ultimate yo-yo weight person.
Yeah.
She will be like,
What about Rachel Ray?
I don't know.
Well,
It's-
Rachel
it's-
Ray, I don't think has taken it off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Valerie
does she-
Bertinelli will be 20 pounds lighter all of a sudden and then gains it all back.
Well, because
Yeah,
all of her
well,
cooking shows too.
It's a toss up between her and Kirstie Alley.
Yeah,
because
Kirstie
Kirstie
Alley.
Alley will like all of a sudden she'll show
No.
like she'll be 300 pounds and the next thing you know it's like how did she get to 160
Number
pounds?
one.
Yep.
Oprah was number one.
Well, yeah,
Oprah lost weight and put it back on probably 700 times at least.
that's true.
Why
That's
did-
factual.
Why does Oprah
Carney
look
Wilson.
40 now, but then back in the 80s she looked 70?
Different
know.
hairstyle. It's just a hairstyle.
She's part of the elite now. They drink
I'm going to
baby
tell you
blood.
why. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you why right now.
Baby blood. Spirit cooking.
Spirit cooking. You live forever.
The reason that Oprah looks half her age now is because she's a motherfucking billionaire.
Billions. She can afford it. And also the elite thing.
Yeah, she's a billionaire. Oh,
Yeah.
that's odd. If you're a billionaire, it does not matter. You could be the biggest asshole in the world. You could be anything you want. You are elite status, flat out. You're a billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
all elite.
that's part of a very exclusive club that gets to get harvest baby parts and live to be 100.
Exactly. How many?
Like Lord Rothschild got he got 5 heart transplants when me and you would not even get qualify for one.
Yeah.
One together.
Yeah. And I mean,
You can have
like-
half a heart.
like-
You can have half a heart.
Like
You get a heart. You can have a heart. You can have a
Yeah,
heart.
Oprah, you get a heart and you get a heart.
They were probably. Dude, he was probably eating a bacon sandwich when they did a heart transplant on him. You know.
So I got a question. When Oprah was around in the 80s or early 90s, I probably remember her more then, given my age. There was all those shows that were very much like that, like Sally Jesse Raphael.
Rolanda.
What was the
Jenny Jones.
Jenny
yeah? But
Jones,
what were some of the
Ricky Lake?
What were some of the men that were doing it too?
Oh, Springer,
Montel Williams.
Montel,
Maury Povich.
Maury Povich,
We talked about the Jenny
Morton
Jones
Downey
murder.
Jr.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Jenny
There's a lot of
Jones. Yeah.
Oh, there's another older guy I'm trying to think
Morton
of. Right
Downey
Donahue.
Jr.
Donahue. So
Oh, Phil Donahue was the original.
So at the time when those were all going out at the same time, was Oprah a step above at that point, or were they all kind of on the same playing field?
They were on the same.
I think she was a little bit above him because she was in The Color Purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got an award
But-
for that, didn't she?
Was she in The Wiz also, or
No, those ain't
No.
Ross.
But Phil Donahue was
Wait, was
above all. Phil Donahue did it way before them. I mean,
Yeah.
It wasn't until then he started like adapting to the times and like doing not Springer-esque stuff, but a little bit more
Right, but-
controversial stuff.
But like his show, like I mean, start late 70s.
Oh yeah,
You know, and I mean, nobody was doing it like that. Nobody was doing like with an audience, and I mean, nobody was.
Could you
really
imagine
doing it
how
like
quick
that.
a '90s talk show would be canceled now? Because they would like have the Klan on there,
Geraldo?
and there would be fist fights over and over. Dude, yeah, you can't even like interview a Klan member without losing your license. and everything.
right.
Geraldo posed for Playgirl?
yeah.
Oh, God.
You said Geraldo. He made me. Did you say Morton Downey Jr.?
Yeah. I
Okay,
did.
I wasn't sure if you did or
You
not.
ever see when
yeah.
he was on WWE, one of the WrestleManias?
Yeah.
With the cigarette with Roddy Piper?
It's just there were so many of them back then.
Dude, I used to watch Morton Downey Jr. I watched the show, and I remember one particular episode that was like he was just going like I mean he was just getting all the people on the stage going hardcore against each other. I watched him light in that 1 hour episode close to a pack of cigarettes up.
Yeah.
Like one right after. I mean, he was just lighting them right off the next one.
How did he end up getting cancer?
I don't know.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
I remember he was in one of the Nerds sequels. Like I think
yeah.
Nerds
3
3
or
or 4.
4.
The one that, we're nerds.
And-
We're wet. We're very, very
And they
upset.
put like red and blue in the shower head. So when he showered, he came out looking like a barber pole or an American flag or something like. And I remember thinking, this is the fucking stupidest shit I've ever saw in my life.
Revenge of the Nerds 3: The Next Generation.
Oh, that's why I didn't see it.
No, it wasn't one of the good ones.
No.
Okay, this is actually a topic we've probably talked about before. We don't remember. Revenge of the Nerds 2 is better than the first one.
Absolutely.
It's better.
It's
I don't know if it's a better
dude.
overall film.
It's so much better of a movie.
Okay, I'm gonna say
It's a better movie. I enjoy it more.
Are you guys a real fan? You can correct me if I'm wrong. Hotel Coral Essex, but what did the sign actually say?
I don't even remember.
Coral.
I was too busy
Hot
voting.
oral sex.
Hot oral sex.
I was
yeah.
too busy voting no on 15.
You guys are fakes. You're not real nerd fans.
No on 15.
No, the best part about that movie is when they trick them into going through that Indian village.
Guys,
And
we
then-
have 4 live viewers right now. 4.
And then,
We're
And then
taking
he's-
over the world. 3. I'm sorry, the one guy left.
He's like, what the fuck is this?
he's like, I don't think these guys are real Indians. Why do you say that? Because I just said bite my crank and Seminole and they didn't say anything. Bite my crank and
No,
Seminole.
on 15.
No, you're right, Mike. Jay, I believe I agree. Part 2 was better.
I enjoy 2 a lot more. It's more fun, but I think the first one was a better produced, made film.
Yeah.
I guess you couldn't have the second one without the first one.
No.
either.
Well, you probably could.
The second one's
It was the
all
80s.
the
You can
second
make
one's
whatever
all
fuck you
about
wanted.
partying, where the first one was more of like a coming of age
Yeah.
tale.
Yeah.
Or them
How many did
Me
they end up
Tooing
making of
women.
those?
They made 4 of them.
4. Okay.
They made 4, and what's his name? Booger was in all 4.
The nerds would not be sympathetic people nowadays because they put cameras in a woman's
Oh, yeah.
I just
film them
loved it.
naked for days on end. They would all be fucking canceled.
You want to hear
No
something
more nerds.
really fucking pathetic? So, what year did the first Nerds come out?
80.
What year?
84.
84.
Okay, so I was born in '82, and I saw that with my parents when I was younger. Same thing with the second one. I thought the Nerds were cool.
Yeah.
Like when I was young, I was like, these dudes are fucking cool.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me till I was like way older. Like I was fucking identifying with the fucking nerds. like I thought those were I thought Booger was cool.
Yeah, I think
Booger was
that's
cool.
I think that's why
Booger technically wasn't a nerd. He was just someone that just
Just
was a
slob.
creep and he couldn't fit in anywhere. And the nerds were like, well, I guess
Yeah,
you
dude,
hang out with us.
outcast.
Dude,
Real
he
outcast.
was the kind that was like, probably 23, and he was coming to pick up your 14-year-old daughter to go out on a date, and it didn't really register
Yeah,
that it was wrong to him.
Booger was not a high IQ guy.
I thought
he wasn't like the
I
others.
thought Lamar was cool too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I
He
think that's
was.
what made those movies
They're
so
all
great is
cool
that
in
like
their own
Lamar Luttrell.
that most people probably felt. Like, I mean, there weren't too many people I knew that looked and said, "Oh yeah, I relate with the jocks,"
No.
at all, or ogre. I mean,
But I remember being young and like aspiring. I was like, man, Skolnick's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I just
Or who was the one that played the violin, the electric violin? What the fuck is his name?
Poindexter.
Poindexter, thank you.
He's
And
the
then-
one
oh.
that could speak. He's the one that could speak Seminole.
Seminole.
yeah,
yeah.
And in the second one, he has a metal detector and he finds a metal detector in the
Yeah.
sand.
I forgot. That was genius. That was genius. It was
And when they're smoking, when they find the island with all the army gear,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fucking great. And they're sitting there on that beach with like Lip C, which is Barry Sobel, is it?
Barry
Yeah.
Sobel. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a
And
comedian.
then
He was a
fucking-
stand-up comic actually.
yeah.
And they're sitting there's like, what if CAT really spelled dog? And there's like that's all deep to them when Ogre's fucking smoking that giant fucking joint.
What if CAT really? I remember that part. Or
Yeah.
you draw an asymptotic line.
Yeah, we did. I know we did the topic before, like which sequels are better than the originals, but I don't think we touched on Nerds.
I agree with you. If I were to go home now, I would pick part 2 over 1.
Yeah,
But you're right. You can't have 2 without
and
that
that
one.
song Paradise.
Yes.
Paradise.
Take me to paradise. Yep.
And hot ass Courtney Thorne, Summer School Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was hot.
God.
I love how like Booger, he's in all 4 of the movies, but
Yep.
like Booger is the voice on American Dad for the
Yeah.
one kid, and his name is Snot.
Well, Snotty was
Well-
the old Asian guy
well,
across the room from them in the hotel.
The actor that plays Booger is from your guys' original hometown of Wayne.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Curtis Armstrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Curtis
he's from
Armstrong.
Wayne. He's from
Them
Wayne,
right
Michigan.
there. I'm doxing my.
we talk about Oakland
Now,
University,
technically-
alma mater, Oakland University.
Did you go there?
Yeah, Booger,
I didn't know that.
Booger, Freddy Krueger, and David Hasselhoff all went to Oakland University.
I didn't even know about Hasselhoff.
But
Yeah.
for those of you guys watching a little bit quickly, the reason I have this people blocked out stuff because he doesn't want to be on, and I don't feel like buying a camera, so it's just so it's only going to be me. So you can just dox me and ruin my life. Leave them alone.
It's cool.
It's all right though.
He's the face of the show anyway. So.
Yeah.
What I watched the other day.
If it fails, it's because of me.
Better off dead.
Was it Midsummer?
No,
No.
I didn't.
All right. All right, I'm ending the show. I'm cutting it off. I don't want to talk about
My
it.
favorite part of Nerds too was like Anthony Edwards is like, I made Top Gun last year. I can't do this shit anymore. I'm going to be in this movie for like 6 minutes.
Yeah, he did.
He's
He
like,
only-
oh, I can't go to the beach with you guys. And they filmed like one scene with them.
and before the internet, he was texting them somehow in their car.
Yeah.
He was only cool for like a couple of years because then right after that he started being the nerdy doctor on ER.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Mark Green.
He's also one of the long hairs with Spicoli in Fast Times.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
That was before Nerds.
Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
Wasn't Nicolas Cage one of them too?
Yep.
No, it was Stoltz.
Eric
Yeah,
Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz.
Nate Cage is just in the football game.
No, he's working at the same place as Judge Reinhold though. He's in the background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
he might be in the background, but he's not one of the long
Yeah,
hairs.
you're
that
right.
hangs
It was
off
Eric
Spicoli.
Stoltz I was thinking.
Yeah, he's not one of the surfers.
You obviously heard about the Eric Stoltz filming Back to the Future and getting shit canned. Like,
Yeah, we talked about that
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can talk about it again. I don't care.
There's actually a scene where you can still see like they didn't edit it out. You you can still see
Oh,
him.
speaking of something like that, I've never seen the movies. Like, I don't care about the Henry Cavill Superman movies at all.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that they had to like go digital remove a mustache from him.
That was the Justice League, yeah.
Oh, Justice League was
because
it?
when he did Fallout,
And
Mission Impossible Fallout,
So why couldn't they just not have a mustache, then him wear a fake mustache in the other movie?
because they didn't have enough time for it to look right or him to regrow it.
No, hang on. I'm
Costume.
hang on. So it makes more sense to digitally remove a mustache in one movie than to have no mustache and then just put.
And they offered to put the mustache. It's easier to put a mustache back with special effects than to
Yes.
take one out. So they offered to do all the special effects.
So my buddy said,
But these were rival movies. These were
Yeah.
movies that were come out at the same time, and they're like, nah. And
Doesn't
his
he-
contract with whoever, with
doesn't he have
Paramount,
any fucking say about his
no,
facial hair?
he signed a contract saying he would not shave his facial hair
Dude,
until the movie's done.
I fucking love America so much.
Yeah,
It's so
and no
insane.
joke,
It's
because
so insane.
the Justice League is what they're finally releasing, the Snyder cut that people have been asking for 3 years, which is Zack Snyder made the
Please
movie.
tell me he has a mustache the whole time as Superman.
Well, they have to. That's the thing. So they made. He had a 4-hour-long movie
Of course.
that
he
they're
did.
going to show on HBO Max next year. They're giving him another 20 to 30 million for reshoots, and a majority of those reshoots are Henry Cavill coming back without a mustache, so they can reshoot some of that stuff.
Dude.
Because Joss Whedon took whatever he made originally, reshot stuff, and fucked up the whole
this
story.
is the most American money piss away I've ever heard in my life.
So after that, the budget for that movie is probably about $230 million
To still make a bad movie.
to release a movie that is going to be 4+ hours long that they're going to probably release in 2 parts. Yeah. Wow. For a pay service, not even for theaters. It's going to be on a pay service
Like
HBO,
Netflix or something.
like streaming.
So,
Yeah.
We had an argument earlier about movies. So obviously movie theaters aren't opening anytime soon.
No.
Fucking coronavirus, all that shit.
I know, because I want to see Tenet, and I'm like,
That's exactly what I was going to talk about. So he was dead set on like, this movie is only be shown in the theaters. And they were running trailers up until about 2-3 weeks ago
Yeah.
for this movie. And he's a purist. And I'm not going to lie, like any movie that Christopher Nolan or Tarantino puts out, I want to see in the theater.
yeah.
And those dudes are just movie purists. Like I'm not gonna work 2-3 years in a movie just to fucking fart it away on a streaming
I
service.
understand that, yeah.
So they wanted to have the premiere with the red carpet. And they also wanted the theaters. And I get that. It's like a labor of love or whatever you fucking call it. But it's like, is it just shelved now until theaters are back open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's basically what they did. They did that with the new Halloween. It's supposed to come out this Halloween.
I can't blame him though, because if you put that much work into something, you want it released how you want it released.
Yeah. The point of making a movie for them is art. For the studio, it's money. And you're not going to get either one of those things.
Now,
Correctly.
going back, if you just like want, like some of these movies, they just get farted out and they make a bunch of money. Just put the fucking Fast and the Furious out on one of these streaming services.
But they make most of their money overseas, and a lot of these streaming services don't show overseas.
I thought it was cured in China. I thought everything was fine in China.
Well, it's not just China. It's
yeah, that's totally not
But
a
it's-
political thing at all. Yeah, we're fine over here.
Hey, look.
You guys want to argue about masks for 3 hours?
No.
No, we talked about that last week because Eric Stoltz and Mask.
The real Rocky Dennis did not look as deformed as
Not at
movie
all, not
Rocky.
at all,
Yeah,
not at all.
He was like, so he kind of had a big nose. That was
We probably had about what 20 good minutes of
His
20
eyes were a
minutes of
little
that
far
top-
apart.
top-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they're like, mom was a biker slut. He met some blind chick and dated her.
Saddest
He
part about
loved
that
Bob
movie.
Seger, but he didn't.
Saddest part about that movie is he saves all that money up because he wants to go to Europe, and then
Yeah.
his mom steals it to buy him a fucking prostitute he doesn't want.
Yeah,
Yeah, we I
like
don't
they just
think-
made up a whole movie. Like, we have this kid, but we need to make up all these stories
So,
around
like,
him.
You're gonna make her a biker whore.
Like apply
Sam
that to
Elliott
yourself
slutting
right
her
now.
out.
Apply that to yourself. Like I'm just thinking about like as a kid, like fuck man, I couldn't wait to go to like Sweden or Finland or Iceland. That'd be fucking amazing. I'm gonna save up all this money, and then your money's gone. You're like, where'd my money go? And then some prostitute shows up. You're like, yeah, I bought you this. Into your mom. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Honestly, if that were to happen, I would hope that you took that money and like applied it towards like, hey, we're not losing the house now, or I was able to pay these bills. And then maybe that's me thinking, but back then even I was like, just fucking lie to me. Just tell me you used the money on something we absolutely needed.
yeah.
You know?
Was everybody else's mom stoked on Sam Elliott?
I don't know.
I think most moms love Sam Elliott's voice.
Let's see if Jeff answers the phone since we're talking about movies.
My
He wanted to call
mom
in.
was all about Sam Elliott,
Yeah,
I don't remember what mom was.
Yeah, probably a little bit. I mean,
and my dad looks
because my
nothing
mom
Sam
like my
Elliott.
mom always she likes the facial hair thing.
Yeah.
Because she always had a thing she liked Kenny Rogers. Always thought he was a handsome guy.
That's true, and Dad kind of
and
resembles.
Dad kind of
Kenny Rogers.
resembles him. My dad's always had kind of the salt and pepper.
Your
with
guy's
the-
dad looks like fucking George Lucas to me.
George Lucas
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Curse
No,
you.
we used to find old pictures of George Lucas when he was like making Star Wars. Like, oh look, Dad, back in the '70s when he's working at his job.
Now, does George Lucas actually live at the Skywalker Ranch?
No, I don't think so.
Because Janine's family lives about 25 minutes north of the Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah.
And every time we go there, we're always picked up by family from the airport. I never had access to a car. So I wanted to rent a car one time and just drive there and just see the ranch.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's more that's their where they work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a working environment. It's not a house.
Well, it is part of house, but I don't know if he lives there.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if
Didn't
anybody.
he sell
Well,
all this for like $40 billion?
I'm a super nerd. And
Four.
I did a Google map and looked at the property, and there's definitely houses on the property, but there's also a big building that's
But
a studio.
I think maybe it was an actual working ranch at one point. But when they bought it, I think those outbuildings are more like you're working there and you need a place to stay type thing.
So does,
Okay.
so
But I
he
could be
still
completely
owns it.
wrong.
He still owns it.
Yeah, he just sold. He sold Lucasfilm the movie properties and stuff. But
Okay.
as far as that part
But
goes,
he shouldn't be able to call it Skywalker Ranch anymore because that he sold Star Wars.
That's actually
or
good.
unless whoever owns it wants to keep that name.
Yeah, but
But he sold
if
everything to
If I
Disney.
owned it, I'd be like, you get rid of Skywalker Ranch. You can't have that name anymore.
Has there ever been a director that's done less work who's so critically acclaimed? Like, honestly.
no.
Like,
Well,
it's-
I mean, it started right from when he made it. They didn't want to give him the money to make the movie. They didn't want to fund the project.
but
originally.
he's written and like produced stuff, but as far as directing, he's done what, like 6 movies?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, straight up directing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American Graffiti.
Oh no. The first. Well, yeah, you're right because he didn't direct all 3 of the first ones.
No, we did the first and the prequels.
Yeah,
And then
So American
and then
Graffiti.
that TH
that was just the THX 113.
yeah, whatever the fuck that was.
That was a student film that he made into a full.
But like you look back and it's like, why the fuck do we care about George Lucas?
It's
I
the
don't.
producing and the writing and
I
yeah.
don't. I like South Park because they rip on him all the time.
When they have him and Spielberg just raping Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And then they show him he's really just a mouse that's controlled by Spielberg. You know, he's
Yeah. Spielberg, on the other hand, has a fucking resume that can't be touched.
yeah.
Can't be touched. Literally, can you think of a movie of his that, well, not that you don't like, but that was bad?
Some of the newer stuff, yeah, it's not.
Like what? Name one.
I'd have to look up the resume and see.
Did you see Ready Player One?
So I tried
I
to.
did not like that. Did he do that?
Yeah.
Jeff told me he was going to
You didn't
call
like it?
in,
I thought it was a fun
and then he
movie.
didn't call in.
Did you see Bridge of Spies?
Jeff, where
I
are
don't know
you?
what that is.
Tom Hanks,
No.
60s. That was a good movie.
Don't know what it is. So we just rewatched Jaws.
Yeah.
Because Janine's never seen it all the way through. You know, some people just haven't seen some classic movies
Oh,
all the
yeah.
way through. We all have one or two that we could probably say.
Yeah.
So we watched it, and how much does the mayor resemble some of these governors about coronavirus?
Well, that's what when we were watching Ghost Shark, the mayor
Oh,
of that
yeah,
town
dude.
was the same way. I
Yeah,
was like, this
dude.
isn't anything like Jaws. And I was like, we can't say anything about the shark because the tourism. I'm like,
When we watched Ghost Shark, it was all like
So Jaws,
Yeah, it's
the first Jaws is great. It really is
Yeah.
a great movie.
then there's no other Jaws
Well,
after that.
like the second Jaws is good.
Yeah,
Not great, but good.
it's
3 was
how much different is it than the first one though?
exactly. It was like Hangover
Yeah.
essentially.
3 was
and-
Jaws 3D, right?
That was horrible.
yeah, but 3 has nothing to do with the other 2.
Right.
And then 4, they brought back the Brody's wife, and that was the last movie she ever been in at that point because she retired from acting.
Yeah.
And they convinced her it was a great movie.
And they somehow talked Michael Caine into it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Michael Caine did a lot of bad shit back in the day.
That's
like,
true.
Like The Swarm.
oh god, what was the?
But-
No, anyway.
But the best part about that movie is the shark is like singling that family out.
Yeah.
And it travels from like Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard or whatever all the way to the Bahamas in 2 days.
yeah, yep, it's faster than any boat ever built.
And then they talk like I watched this like bad movie review thing where this guy's like, and then whatever Brody's wife's name is, she has like memories of things that she never experienced.
Yeah, it's like she's seeing things that you weren't there.
Yeah, you weren't there. What
It
are
was
you
so
doing?
bad. We brought it up on the show. Me and Mike talked about Jaws 4, and I saw it with him at his house ages ago. his parents' house. And we're watching it, and there's a part where the guy's underwater and the shark's coming out. He's like, no, he turns on his tank and shoots up to the surface, and like that's how he lives. And like, and ends up flying up and landing on the deck.
Yeah, without getting the bends.
He did not get the bends or anything. He shot up
Yeah.
like 200 feet. I'm like,
Well, even
and
the-
I was like 14. I'm like, that's fake.
Even the way they'll kill the shark, they just stress it out with noises at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, it was such bad.
And then she impales him with a sailboat.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
definitely not how they killed Ghost Shark, man. They did it the right way.
No.
Grenades.
So have we? So I heard about Ghost Shark, but have we watched Ice Sharks yet?
No.
Whoa,
way.
in fact,
what?
I straight up forgot about ice sharks.
What? Ice sharks?
There's a movie where the sharks are in like the Arctic under the ice.
Yeah, like they awakened them. They were there and they got frozen, and they awakened them.
Oh, okay. But they're not ghost sharks.
No, they're just in the ice.
just-
I mean,
Ice
after they die, they might be. I don't really know. Haven't watched yet.
I have not watched it yet. I want to. I really need to.
Is Richard Mall in it? That's what I want to know.
He's
Fucking
not.
Bull-
Because,
Bull from Night
because
Court?
that was an Oscar worthy performance.
Is that Justin?
Yeah,
Ghost
it's
Shark.
Justin.
Hi,
Imperion.
Justin.
What's up, Justin? How you doing, man?
What's up, Justin?
I tried to get a hold of Jeff, and I had technical difficulty and threw a fit.
Did you guys have any
Did you-
topics planned for today?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have a few.
So I threw a fit on camera, my first one. Because my fucking phone's fucked up.
Well, me
Anyway.
and Alan were talking about this early in the week. I'm sorry, you're talking about your fit.
Since we're in the movie thing, we can talk about the goddess that was Kelly Preston. She was gorgeous.
Oh, yes. Rest
She
in
was
peace.
she was near shoe levels of hotness to me.
You know,
She was-
the first time I was 12 years old.
You know Kelly Preston died, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Was
12.
she still with Travolta?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay.
29 years they were married? Yeah.
He only cheated her with masseuses though. So
he
Yeah,
had one
just-
hell of a beard.
Gay misuses, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the thing. He kept it gay. It's not cheating.
they said
Yeah.
they said he would like stretch. He'd be on the table getting a massage. He would like stretch his arms out and like wander his hand around to find a wiener.
Yeah, that's right. I remember all that.
So basically, I mean,
Yeah, you
she was
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Michael Scott.
That's right.
I was like 12 years old the first time I saw her in Mischief. You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, even before, like, I was like, oh my God, this chick is so hot. And then we got, we got blessed with her taking all our clothes off. Me and Ben were 12 years old watching it going, this is awesome. She's hot as hell. And,
She was an absolute doll.
yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, she always just seemed like when I'd see her in interviews and stuff, and she's in a couple other movies that I love, but she just seemed like a genuinely really, really nice person, Like not really like the fake Hollywood.
I didn't see her naked until later on, but the first one I saw her in was that John Travolta, Ari Gross, Kelly Preston classic, The Experts.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
the Russians.
That was awesome.
Yeah, she was in that. She was smoking hot in that. Oh, she was in. Was she in Twins?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was Arnold's love
Yeah.
interest. So I saw her in that first.
She started
And then-
speaking
Take
Russian
off
when
the
I boffed
papers
her.
and the trash.
When I was 16, I saw a movie called Jerry Maguire.
Yep.
Remember that movie? She was naked in that for like 5 minutes, and her boobs. Oh my God, I was so in love.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mischief, dude. She was
Yeah.
like completely naked.
I saw that
and
later on, but I didn't see the movie. I just saw it.
I was like 12 and-
Mr. Skin or
It's
something.
fucking funny you say that though, because like, do you guys ever watch the show The League?
Yes, I've seen the league.
Okay,
I've
Nick
never
Kroll-
seen it.
Nick
whoever
Kroll
the
and stuff.
actress, whoever the actress that plays Nick Kroll's wife, Ruxin's wife, is smoking hot.
gotta
And
look
every
her
time,
up now.
every time I watch that show, I was like, I would like to see her naked. And then,
Then
there's
just
just
Google
nothing.
her.
Well, no, I went to go watch the movie Flight, where Denzel Washington plays a pilot.
Wait, is his wife Paula Patton in the show?
No,
Oh, the other lady then. No, go ahead.
It's this Latin or Hispanic chick that plays Nick Kroll's wife in The League. She's smoking hot. But then 5 minutes into Flight with Denzel Washington, she's butt ass naked fucking Denzel. I'm like, whoa! Dreams do come true. That's also a good movie, by the way, if you've ever seen Flight.
Well,
It is a good movie.
And that's
Is it as good as Midsummer?
That's the great thing about like nowadays.
Oh,
compared
Nadine
to when-
Velasquez.
What's her name?
Nadine Velasquez.
You
She's
mean that
hot.
she
I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah.
And she's got an amazing
wasn't
body.
she on? Wasn't she on My Name Is Earl? Is that the chick from My Name Is Earl?
Is it really?
Let me see her.
Hold on, I'm looking her up. Oh, that's movies. Where's TV? The League. Yeah, My Name is Earl. Yeah, Catalina.
Yeah, dude, she's Catalina.
yeah.
I didn't know she was naked in that movie. Now I got to watch that movie.
It's a good movie. Like he's a
I've not seen
pilot.
it.
He's a pilot and he takes flight.
See, like what's funny is like like now we're lucky now. We can look anybody up.
Yeah.
No matter what era, we can just go.
Well,
was she nude?
That was my thing.
Any chick that's ever been on camera naked, you can find it.
That was my thing about Kelly Preston was like I saw Jerry Maguire multiple times, mostly that part multiple times.
Yeah.
But you couldn't look that stuff up then when that movie came out.
Right.
It wasn't until a few years later. So when I started interneting and stuff,
No.
and I found Mr. Skin before it was a pay site.
Oh, he
Mr.
does.
Skin.
You got to pay to go on there now.
If you want to see certain things, yeah.
Yeah, you only get pretty much everything now because
That guy, that guy was like the original Uber pervert. He had every chick that's ever nuded.
Yeah.
It was awesome because he used to come on.
That sounds like a driving
Mike.
service Uber
He used,
pervert.
he used to come on Drew and Mike, and he was just like this dude that like at first he was just like this guy that was like finding all next thing you know he's got this whole like giant business of people looking for even the smallest clips, but
Yep. Well,
yeah.
Even the smallest clits.
Yes.
Tic Tac.
Hey, this is a family show.
So, but back to Kelly Preston real quick.
Yeah.
Now,
Absolutely.
Was she that hot? I can't even think what she looks
she's
like.
very
right now.
good looking. She's gotten more, mom looking, obviously, in the last 15 years.
Well, that's
And then the
MILF is right up my
And
alley.
then the cancer probably did no favors either.
No.
And you haven't really seen her in a couple of years. But see, the thing about her,
She probably looked better than John Travolta's hair and goatee, right?
Kelly Preston, you know how much I love Elizabeth Shue, Mike. Don't get mad when I say this. I love Elizabeth Shue almost as much as you. Almost as much as you. Kelly Preston was better looking than Elizabeth Shue, in my opinion. But,
In terms of pure physicality,
well, yeah.
got to remember my love of Elizabeth Shue is spiritual.
Well, it's
It
also
transcends-
she's
transcends-
Kelly Preston's the
It
prom
transcends
queen.
the fleshly.
Are we
me.
talking Adventures in Babysitting?
Yes.
Or
Any Elizabeth Shue, yes.
what about The Boys? Did you watch that?
No,
on
I've never seen it.
Amazon?
No, I don't spoil it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, well, she's in that, and she's pretty, like, a really great character in
She's
that.
60 years old too.
Yeah, she's older now, but
But if Kelly Preston was the prom queen, Elizabeth Shue was the girl next door that
head of the student
you
body.
wanted Kelly Preston, but then you didn't notice this hot ass girl next door that's better than the prom
So
queen.
is-
I wanted to be head of that student body.
Is this the divide? Because you guys aren't that much older than me. We're talking, what, like three years?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wait, when were we born?
I'm
82.
I'm
Yeah, 3 years. He's much older than you.
Yeah.
He's 9 years older than you.
So when I'm thinking of when I was a kid, like, what age were you when you're thinking about her like that? Because I'm thinking about, like, Tiffany Amber Thiessen as, like, Kelly Kapowski.
I love Kelly Kapowski.
Okay.
Love Kelly Kapowski. Still
but
even to this
You were
day.
too old for her.
I don't
then.
know. Like, dude,
Well, that's the thing. Kelly Kapowski is like your age.
yeah, it's with me. It's weird because see, like I like from the time I was real little, dude. I was already like trying to slay ladies.
Yeah.
My uncle. I was like 4 years old, 5 years old.
That makes one of us.
My uncle was
I
like,
certainly wasn't.
I was trying to slay him because they ignored me.
My dad's younger brother brought like this girlfriend over. She was like 19 or 20, and he was probably 23 or something like that. I was like 4 or 5 years old. I was all about her. She used to come over and hang out because she liked hanging out with my mom.
You didn't have no trucks or toys? or
Dude,
nothing to
oh
play
fuck,
with?
man! I was always trying. She was my girlfriend, man. I was telling
no-
all my friends
you had no
straight
pi-
up.
you had
Linda
no
was
pi-
my girlfriend.
No pixie sticks or anything to
my first
lure
day.
in.
Some bubbles to blow?
Yeah.
I came home from school with 2 girlfriends on my first day of kindergarten.
Now, the Pixie Sticks, though.
Ballin'.
The Pixie Sticks, though, that was the 70s. If you would have given her Pixie Sticks, she probably would have snorted them.
What
So.
was that shitty snack that had like a piece of chalk that you dipped in?
Fun
fucking-
Dip.
Fun dip,
Fun
dude.
dip.
Fuck that so
Fun
hard.
Dip was the best.
No.
Jay, you can fucking be wrong.
You
Fun
like,
Dip
that's
was
fine.
the
you like
best.
pure sugar all over your teeth and a piece of chalk to
Yes.
fucking eat
Not,
out
not,
after?
at,
was
not
a
at 40,
kid.
not at 41 years old, but when I was a kid, I did.
You probably like Necco wafers, you bum.
No, I'd go.
Our dad loves
No,
Necco.
that's old. That's old people
yeah, 'cause
stuff.
it's a dad candy. They
Whatever,
like
you eat candy corn.
Do you? Candy corn sucks so hard.
The worst thing is candy corn or Tracy. My uncle eats those spice drops.
Oh,
Is there anything worse
so
than
does my
spice drops?
dad. He's
They're
got
the
a
worst
bag of them.
candy ever.
Yeah, what's
Dude,
the
my
candy
dad's
with
got
the
a bag of 'em
squirrel
right
that
now
you
at
can't
home.
ever unwrap?
The like chewy one?
It's like
Oh,
it's like a little
squirrel.
it's a little rectangle can with a squirrel, and you
Squirrel
can never
nut
get the
zipper.
fucking paper off of it.
We're
Squirrel-
talking about candy that you won't even steal.
I know what you're talking about. It's the squirrel nut. thingy, squirrel nut zipper.
No, it's not
man.
the squirrel nut zippers.
Yeah, they're in the afterlife.
No, but it's squirrel nut something. But basically, it's like a bit of honey.
No, it's a bit of honey. That's what it's
It's
called. I think.
basically what
Yeah,
it is.
it
but
is
it's
bit of
called
honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the squirrel brand. Yeah, there was all. Yeah.
That sucks.
They had an off-brand of shitty candy.
Oh wait, we had a call and that went away.
Oh.
Come on, do the call.
Werther's Originals ass. Fuck that
The
thing.
person backed out.
I like Werther's.
Are you my grandma?
I've liked it forever. I used to get them from this old
Try
lady.
to call
on my,
back.
Of course you got it from an old
That's
lady.
like
I was on my paper route. She'd
That's
give me
like-
Werther's. I'm like, yeah, okay.
It's like the root beer. They used to have
fucking
like
hate root beer barrels.
Yeah, the root beer barrels, but like the original, like I remember getting some for like nostalgia because Dad loved them.
Guys, we
they
seriously had a
were-
caller. We had a fucking caller and he hung up.
Call him back.
Call back, dude. Don't
Call back,
punk
man.
out
You-
on
do
me.
It's called a wrong number, bro.
Do you have caller ID?
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Call him back.
We call. Hey, why'd you punk out? Because it'll call him back
Well,
on my regular number.
Like,
Oh yeah,
I
that's
gotta
right.
do incoming.
It's a clone.
so when I bought the bottom, they were like a different brand, you know. So they had like a really sugary taste to them, and I'm like, this isn't it, because it was like raw, nasty root beer flavor, like
Yeah.
strong, man. They were horrible. I'm like, this is what candy was like back in the olden days.
Fucking dads eat good and plenties and shit.
Oh,
My dad
yeah,
loves
dude.
good plenty.
all
good
all
and
dads
plen-
like good and plenties.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, phone call.
Call from
Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes.
The Shawn
To
Mendes.
send a voicemail, press
Wait.
2.
Is this?
I wanted him to come through.
Is this the real
Press
Shawn
1.
Mendes?
Hold on, hold on.
To
Shh,
send
shut
a
up.
voicemail, press 2.
I wanted to let him through. Damn it. I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Sorry.
Why wasn't it just put him through? I don't understand.
This call is from a correctional facility. Do you accept these charges?
Call back again, Shawn Mendes.
Sean, call back again. Shit. And whatever. Sorry I yelled at you guys. I got excited. We never had a caller, that's all.
No, they'll call back.
It's just a wrong number.
their first caller. It's like,
To accept, press 1.
did you get my packages?
Did you get my
Press 2.
packages?
Have you been
Dude,
seeing?
that's what he said. Did you get my package?
Yes, I got the
To
packages.
send a voicemail, press 2.
This is how
I mean,
It's Shawn Mendes who's sending you the packages.
It's from Las Vegas. It's Morgan.
it's fucking Morgan. I knew it all.
Morgan. Morgan, you can't fool me. You can't fool me, motherfucker.
You've been sending Mike your packages.
Dude,
You've been.
yeah, you weren't here yet today, Jay.
No, I saw Mike's video.
No,
posted
we got
on-
another one
Oh,
just
another
before you
one?
walked in
Now,
the
Morgan,
door.
if you want to
Today.
call me on my regular phone so I can put you on the Bluetooth.
It was a box full of like a bunch of little
Mini skateboards,
mini
like tech
skateboards.
decks.
I love when they show videos of people doing that, like hot chicks' butts and stuff, and other like tits and stuff
Oh,
doing
God.
jumps.
And you know those things that like people inflate outside of car dealerships?
Wait,
it's like waving.
did you say-
oh,
that
Guys,
black
I don't mean to
people
cut you off.
inflate?
Guys, shh, shh, shh. I forgot the packages. That we have viewers, so I have to explain the packages. For the last few weeks,
yeah.
I've been getting random fucking packages from Amazon that I didn't order. Today I got like 100 mini skateboards in a box.
That'd be a good game for random packages.
Well, that's what I'm getting. And I'm getting shit from China.
I waited for you to drink.
And then I'm getting shit from I got a back massager, and then I just these cheap Chinese goods, a camera, but it had zit cream in it, and not a camera.
No camera.
It's fucking weird. Anyway, yeah.
camera
yeah,
accessories.
But you know the thing that they put outside car dealerships, it's got crazy hair and like the waving thing. A mini 17-inch version of that.
That's awesome. How do you put like a fan into it, or
It probably has a little fan in it. It's a little,
Yeah.
it's a little stand.
It
that
had
comes
all
out.
it had all the accessories for a camera, but no camera. And then tweezers and zit removal cream.
Yeah, someone's trying to tell you something.
I don't have zits though.
I know you don't.
I have a lot of bad physical issues, but not zits. My feet swell up, probably heart failure, but I don't have zits at least.
Heel
Yeah.
spurs.
yeah,
I've been having a rough week with the dog.
Morgan.
Yeah, I was
going
going to ask you, how's the dog doing?
Says Morgan at work can't really
I
talk.
think he's gonna be doing all right, but I haven't been eating well. Obviously, when you're not feeling emotionally well, you don't eat well.
Yeah.
And I decided to cut the grass at peak heat today.
Why?
I lost vision for like 2 seconds.
It was fucking hot.
Yeah. So I had to go inside and drink some water, and I haven't experienced that in probably 10, 15 years.
So how's your pup?
I think he's gonna be okay. Like we were never really concerned of him dying.
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there. I mean, the option's always there, I guess. Like my mind never went that way.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been able to keep anything down. Not a sip of water. Not a bite of food. and we got him out of an emergency vent on Thursday afternoon. And then yesterday, between Thursday afternoon at 2 and yesterday night, it was 50 times of puking up. Regurgitating, not puking. Never even getting it past the esophagus.
Oh.
So but his energy level was same old dog. So
Just not eating.
we didn't know what to do. So we had to take him to they wanted him to have a ultrasound.
Right.
So we found one place that would do an ultrasound. We had to drive all the way out to fucking Bloomfield Township to this really, really nice vet hospital. These people have been amazing. I might give them props later on the air here because they were fucking amazing. But they took him in. They wanted him to be on fluids so he can get some fucking hydration. And they're going to do the ultrasound. And then they called me back, and they've just been, like, so informative with, like, every single phone call. Just, like, you know when a place cares when they, like, talk to you and they just don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
It's like the place I went in Mount Clemens for my cat. They they called me all the time, like at least twice a day. They were just letting me know. I mean, it ended up her kidney failure was beyond repair. But
you'll have a whole bunch of questions in your head that you want to ask, and then they've already answered all your questions with what they called you with. So you're like, this place is fucking solid. I mean, I'm probably paying a pretty penny.
Oh, you are.
Actually, I want to say something funny because we already had taco at a ER vet on Wednesday night, and it costed 2 Trump checks.
Yeah.
But
My God.
But if I go on the air and I say that Donald Trump saved my dog, everyone's gonna wish that my dog was dead.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Don't say it. So
You're gonna please half the listeners.
So
and alienate the other half.
I have a certain amount that I'll pay to keep a pet alive, and if it goes beyond it, you're a Vietnamese cutlet, I guess.
But he was never in a spot where he needed to be put down.
Yeah.
This is just what it costs to give him the care.
Here we go.
Well, I'll just.
Call from.
Is this their Radio Underground podcast?
To accept,
it's Jeff.
press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
So 1.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, is this that Radio Underground podcast?
Yes, Jeff. How you doing?
No, act like you don't know him.
What's going on? I wasn't for sure.
Well, we were talking about movies.
Kept on ringing.
We wanted to get you on when we were talking about movies. Now we're talking about Jay's dog's
Veterinary
health.
care.
Yeah.
Long story short,
we can go
I was
back.
trying to call, but
Yeah.
I wasn't getting any service.
Bullshit.
Well, we can go back to movies.
I'm in
So-
between 2 mountains. I got to put my phone literally in a window behind my couch just to get service.
That makes sense.
Wow.
He does live in the mountains.
Yeah, you do live in that.
how do you pick up a signal from a couch?
It's
probably-
electric, maybe?
like-
it conducts?
Maybe
Because he's
I've
got some chicken
Just
wire
that
hooked up to it, and it's running up to the
A D-Live,
to the roof.
a D-Live guy put a Pepe thing.
he's kicking his feet.
Yep. Anyway, Jeff,
What the fuck is Pepe the Frog?
it's a right-wing meme. I know because I'm right-wing, even though I don't really talk
What makes it
politics
right
on
wing?
here. It's a long story.
Yeah,
It's part of There's a site called 4chan,
Yeah, I know what 4chan is.
and it's part of their culture from a 4chan. I forgot what it's called. It's
not a subreddit.
It's called like Poll.
Okay.
So it's Poll. Yeah. So his name's OG1620.
All right, well, now that that's all figured out.
Well, like I said, that's why I didn't want to tell you. You fucking asked, and I knew you wouldn't understand it or care. So,
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Mike, you kind of looked like really depressed and aggravated when I started watching you. You were just like sitting there just...
Well, I was having trouble with my phones again,
Oh.
but now they're fixed.
Yeah. Shawn
I
Mendes
waiting
was
for you to throw a big
calling.
old rage fit.
Well, how do you like to be the ugliest guy on the show, and then you're the one with the fucking face on it?
Face of the franchise, man.
These guys,
Here we go. Jay's showing off his Orange Cassidy shirt.
Jay doesn't want to be on camera, and he's thin. So I don't know.
I just see everybody else's feet, and then your face.
Yeah.
That's it.
And Chris asked, like, what kind of camera do you want? Like, no, nobody's buying me anything else.
I got some fucking fitness tips, though. If you want to lose weight, be worried about your dog dying all week.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
That was the whole point of that story.
Yeah, you lose so much weight.
I have this
I'm glad Taco's
revolution.
doing better.
This revolutionary thing. It's called eat less and move more. I guess it works.
Also, my daughter saw the picture of Taco and thought it was funny that Taco had a taco blanket.
He has 2 taco blankets and 3 taco toys.
See, there's a theme there.
Say there.
It's tacos.
I walked him
Yeah.
down the street a lot, and Mike was out there with his nephew the one day, and he was loving Taco.
Oh yeah, Taco was. He's a friendly dog. I like your dog, man.
I've heard your dog's mean.
Oh, he can be insane.
Yeah.
Okay, Justin sent you you or me a DM, Brian. I don't know which one.
What's a
Sliding
D-
in those DMs. We have a Discord server. If you guys want to go on there to send us smut, we can put that on. But
Do you even really need Discord anymore now that you got that big old roadcaster?
no, but they're good for when we get banned off everything.
Big old roadcaster.
Yeah,
It looks like a big, huge Simon
Yeah, it
game.
Like that roadcaster thing?
yeah, the road.
Oh, he sent the Radio Underground.
So when are you going to do a show? By the way, Jeff has his own show. It's called Hillbilly Havoc. Hillbilly
is.
Havoc. Check it out. It's a podcast.
You find us on Facebook, YouTube, all that other good stuff.
Now, when you guys going to do a show?
This
Are
guy,
you-
does,
Well,
this guy doesn't
we-
sound like a true hillbilly to me.
He is.
He is.
Well, actually, is he though?
Well, actually, Jeff, tell him the truth of your origins. Tell him the
I was
truth.
born and raised in Detroit.
Yeah, you lived in
In
Warren.
Warren.
What a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
But you lived in you've lived in Kentucky for quite a long time.
He
now,
lived right next to the trailer they filmed 8 Mile in.
Yeah, he's
literally.
So he's
Yeah.
in Kentucky right now?
He lives in Kentucky.
I got a question. How far are you from Lake Cumberland?
A couple hours, I believe.
You ever been on that lake?
I haven't, no.
That lake is fucking wild. That's like Jobby Nooner, the Super Bowl of Jobby Nooner.
Did you guys have a houseboat or something?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Are people shitting in the lake like they do here?
No, not that wild.
Fucking-
Just shooting chlamydia right into the water.
Then, like, fucking-
So,
the-
I mean,
The puke is
chlamydia.
chum.
The Jobby Nooner Feces Festival.
Yeah. Fucking scat
Corona,
part.
Feces
Corona
edition.
and chlamydia cocktail mixer.
Anybody that went to fucking Jobby Nooners has a really good immune system.
Got to.
You're fucking you're
Get your shots. Get your shots.
Well, you build
before
your
you go.
immune system by drinking a bunch of fucking alcohol. So.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I got to go back to save myself. Even though when I was drinking, I was up to 298. I can't believe I didn't have a stroke. I don't know how I didn't. That
you
Jeffrey,
probably did and didn't realize it.
it's true. I do forget things a lot.
I got to say, Louisville, Kentucky, my mom worked at for a while, and she liked it, and we drove through there, and it looks like a really nice town. But that's all my extent of Kentucky knowledge is
Yeah.
like Lake Cumberland and Louisville.
I heard Lake Cumberland's actually cool. I've never been there.
It's a really nice lake, and when you get those houseboats, they just give you free reign. It's like you literally get in with a worker, he drives you out to the water, and then he's like tells you what to do, how to drive the boat, and then a speedboat comes by,
He jumps on and
he
leaves
jumps
you.
up and leaves you, and you're like,
Oh, boy.
guess this is our boat now.
My favorite thing about Kentucky was driving through to Tennessee, and I'd see Big Bone Lake Road.
Big Bone Lake. Yeah.
Big Bone Lick Road.
Bone lick.
Me and Brian used to always like Zelda because of the game. There's a
Yeah.
town called Zelda.
Yeah.
You've been through Zelda, right, Jeff?
You what?
Zelda. You've been through there. The town.
Zelda.
It's-
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about the video game.
No,
Now we're talking about the town in Kentucky.
they're talking about the town about an hour and 15 minutes from your house, Jeff.
Oh, no, I've never been there, though. I don't get out much.
No, I know that.
Sounds like it.
Don't you come back to Michigan like twice a year? So you had to
You
drive.
come back to see your mom, right?
Yeah, you had to drive
Yeah,
through
I'm
Zelda
actually
to
going
get
to be
here.
up through there in a couple weeks.
Oh, you are?
We're
When
going
is
to
it?
my mom- in August, to be August 7th. We're going to my mom's beach house up in Taos Bay.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
going.
yeah.
You're going big time.
That's, my parents got a place
so
in
I might
Escoda up there.
actually stop on by if I can.
No, you can't come here. No, I don't care,
Oh,
Jeff.
well,
Yeah.
you know what?
No,
Something
we'll have you come in and we'll do an interview with you. How about that?
yeah, I could probably stop by for a few minutes and do an interview.
What's her name we're talking to? Jeff?
Jeff. His name's Jeff.
So,
I got to go to Chicken Shack, too, so, it's kind of a tradition for me.
Yeah.
so you've been at Tawas Bay before, you said, right?
Yeah, that's my mom's got a little house up there on one of the Great Lakes.
Do you guys go to any of the bars in the downtown over there?
We only stayed a couple days. We went to this little restaurant called Barnacle Bill's.
Yep,
It's kind of like a little bar thing.
Barnacle Bills. Barnacle Bills is
Yeah.
good. And then there's Bikinis. Bikinis is the tiki bar that's on the beach at the hotel right across the main road there. And that's all just fucking 60 and 70-year-old people getting schlitzed the whole time.
Why is it called bikinis?
It's just a beach bar.
By the way, for the 5 viewers that we have, that I think our record is 8 concurrent at one time with anything.
Yeah.
But we have 4 people here in the studio, my living room, and then we have the phone. So they're not. This isn't really a live stream. It's a phone call. People in the living room. So we're not like a Zoomer fucking live stream unit. We're
No.
we're boomers.
We're boomers.
even though we're not actually
At
boomers.
least you don't.
No.
No,
At least you
God,
don't do
no.
your podcast in your car on the road,
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff, you guys are bare minimalist there with your shit.
yeah. Yeah. Well, we were until we got all that new equipment, thanks to you.
Yeah.
Like, I got breaking news.
What's that?
Hopefully, we'll be back.
I
up
figured
and
out who
running
sent the
soon, but,
skateboards and the finger
JP
bites.
had to do this thing called anniversary. He had to spend it with his wife.
Anal-versary?
So-
Anal,
Yeah,
that's what
I'm sorry,
I was just going to say it. You got it first.
Now, Brian, what were you going to say?
I know who sent the skateboards and the wacky wavy man.
Who sent them?
Imperion.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
How the hell do these people know where I live? I don't. I know.
Well,
That's
he
the guy-
mentions
that's-
that. He mentions that too. He found that out, but he can prove it too because when you send something via Amazon, they send a picture saying, "Yep, I dropped it off here," and they send it right to your Amazon account. He's got a picture.
But it's not linked to Radio Underground at all. It's my personal fucking name.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I know Justin knows who I am, and he could easily find out. But who's the other people? That's
the
what
other
I wanna
people he
know.
doesn't know. He did the one,
Stalkers.
and he has proof. Here's the proof right here.
It is the most random one yet.
Oh, wait. So he just sent...
it was you.
Yeah, he can prove that one. The other stuff wasn't him.
So, new listeners, I've been getting sent random shit to my personal.
And now we know it's multiple people?
Well, we know it's at least two. Because
Right.
yeah, he only sent one.
Well, the weirdest thing was those random. I thought I was getting like a dash cam, which would have been cool.
Yeah.
Tax records are online. We don't take any money for this though at all. We don't. Randy Weaver.
When do I start getting
Randy
paid to be
Weaver.
here?
Who is Randy Weaver? He sounds like a militia guy.
Randy Weaver actually.
Randy Weaver.
Sounds like somebody's...
Next week, you guys will be gone, and on my right wing, I was going, Randy, we gotta do something. God damn it, I can't put up with this shit no more. I fired all my family. And we're going all in now, man.
Tax records are online, so are house plans.
It's true.
I did have one topic, and the guy that you guys have on right might be helpful to this one.
Okay.
So, like, best short vacations in Michigan for like a weekend away. He's
Yeah.
talking about Tawas because I've gone there since I was a kid.
Yeah.
My parents have a place in Oscoda, but last week I went to Saugatuck for the first time.
Oh yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Saugatuck's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I hate using these words, but it's charming and quaint.
Oh well, you can get out of here for saying that.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah.
Quaint.
I don't think
But like
we're-
that whole side of the state, like Holland,
Yeah.
like Grand Haven.
HJTV.
What?
Wait, that sounds like
HJTV.
I meant to sound like HGTV with J, but it sounds like.
Hand
I
job
was
TV.
like,
Although I would,
well,
Yeah,
it's
they-
H.
But like,
Guys,
that just blew up in my face like an
D-Live
the
HJ.
hand job TV just blew up in your face.
The D-Live guys, we're going to have to watch because they're the most extreme.
Oh
So
yeah.
if we're going to get any...
How do we know which ones are which? Are they the yellow?
The
ninja guy?
yellow is D-Live.
I don't know what that
We're
is.
running through Restream. Then Morgan put Butts. That's he's watching on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
And
that one I knew.
Justin's watching on YouTube.
YouTube.
But
So
D-Live, so if we get a racial slur or a dick or something that's going to get me banned, it'll be on D-Live.
Okay.
wonder-
Well, thanks for giving them ideas.
I wonder why
Yeah.
I didn't want my face shown.
Yeah.
so,
My face ain't shown either. My foot is.
all right. So,
Why
on
didn't
that,
you do it on Spreaker today?
Because we're trying to get on the other ones going because we have no audience and my
okay.
podcast is failing, Jeff.
Is somebody? Is somebody calling in?
Jeff, we're getting another call here.
Okay.
We're getting another
Okay.
call. Can you call my personal phone? Then you can talk to the callers on the Google phone. You
Yeah,
have-
that's fine. I can do that.
Call my personal phone, Jeff. Then the Google people can get in. We can keep you on.
The Google people.
there's a fly
All right.
that's been just walking on the screen for like an hour.
Mike let that fly when I walked in.
No, dude, I leave my side door open so my cats can go out and.
Well, no, it's just this fly.
I'm a
like,
fucking man with 3 cats. I know it's ridiculous.
He sent me a message, or it was one of the topics, but he sent me a message saying, he's like, I left my screen door open for the cats, and now there's so many flies in my house. I feel like someone, like those, those infomercials.
Yeah,
where they're
like there's a Christian coalition going to feed me.
so
How many flies I got in my house?
like he's a poor child living in Africa.
Like you're living in a third world country.
Yeah.
And you're poor
Voicemail,
and starving.
All right, we got another. This is. Turn your radio down or your TV or whatever you're listening. Turn it the fuck down.
AIDS cat.
Hey, Hello. You're on Radio Underground.
Hey.
First time, long time.
First time, long time, Mike. We hate you.
Who do we?
All right, he's fucking around. Whatever.
Who do we have here?
Well, we'll do Jeff here.
Who was that though?
It wasn't Randy Weaver.
Jeff.
No.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're on my personal phone. You can stay the whole time. You're good. So we're good.
Oh, well, I feel special now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Someone tried to call AIDS Cat.
that's right. Yeah, Randy.
Yeah, Dale has he has a FIV, which is the feline version of AIDS. So yeah.
He has FIV.
Yeah.
Your watermark covers someone's face.
Yeah, we're covering his face because he doesn't want to be seen or associated with us. But he comes over every Saturday, but he doesn't want to be associated with us.
There's a reason, Imperion.
No.
Oh, yeah, actually, Empyrean just sent
He
me,
works for the government.
he sent me another message. He said that what Randy Weaver said about the tax records and stuff
Yeah.
is how he found out your address.
Really?
Yeah. So Randy's correct.
That's scurry.
I told you, Randy.
You can look up
man.
anything
Randy's
online.
like militia. He knows the government's watching you.
They killed
Actually,
Bill Cooper in cold blood.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say you can look
Remember
at the
Bill
airline.
Cooper died.
Remember Ruby Ridge?
How do you find how somebody died? Because I know a guy that used to like socially hang out with at bars once in a while, and then all of a sudden I heard, like, I went on Facebook and saw that he passed away, and I didn't feel comfortable hitting up any of the people.
I'm going to call.
I ran into the same thing because an old roommate of mine that I
Yeah.
went to school with, Ron. He has a page on Facebook, and
Yeah.
it says "in memory of him," but it's not his name. It's a character.
Oh no, this was a guy I would talk to on Facebook, and then he moved to Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then we would just talk, once in a while on Facebook casually. And then I found out, like, one day I saw people saying, I miss you so much, blah blah blah, and I was like, how'd this guy die? And my curiosity, I did a little detective work, but like, are death records public?
Well,
I don't know.
no, obituaries are. So if somebody posts an obituary, that's public.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm going
but-
to
But
listen to
death
this,
records
guys.
through the county and stuff,
I'm going
That's
to.
just
family.
like
You guys see this comment? I'm going to call my buddy Lon Harucci, and he's going to take care of your house pets and wife. You can go ahead and kill my wife. I don't care
But yeah, I
because she don't
Basically,
exist. Because
his
I
page
don't have
was
a wife.
his, but he had like this. He did like this. He's an artist, and so he had like this stage name, and so I didn't know if maybe he just killed off the stage name, but I don't think so because like I can't find him anywhere on Facebook anymore.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
I just want to know if this
the
guy,
last message I saw was that he relapsed. I didn't even know he had a drug problem, and that was like last year.
I pretty much just want to know if this guy died in, like, can we say a normal way,
Right.
or killed himself?
Right.
That's all I wanted to know, because the messages were very vague about people that were like, I miss you so much. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe this happened. And it's like, I couldn't get any traction of what was going on there, but I don't know I only knew him. I don't know any of his friends.
Right.
I don't know any of his family. So I didn't feel right reaching out to those people to ask those questions.
Yeah.
As far as I know, you can only get death records if you're next of kin. Your kinfolk. But obituaries are put in the paper. That's public record.
Randy,
never says me.
only if she's holding your infant child.
yeah, I saw that.
That's Ruby. That's another.
Yeah.
Ruby.
Right.
I know who Randy Weaver is.
There
now.
is a stat, like a time limit though. After a certain amount of time, then they do become public. But it has to be after, like, if you're doing like genealogy stuff, and you can get your family member's social
Is
security
that like
number.
Genie, like,
So you can get their social security information, so you can tell if it's the right relatives when you're going way back when they started it.
I just
But
want to know
it has
how
to be
my
like
man
60
died.
years.
Like, as a dude I had a couple beers with over the course of like my
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
and like met him up at a couple concerts. Never was a great friend, but like a acquaintance. And then I just saw that he died. I was like, well, that sucks. I kind of like this dude. I like bullshitting with him about music online, and he's no longer with us.
Now, yeah, I know a guy that
I
can look
always
into
do-
it for you.
I always do that when someone passes away. I have that more. You got to know, why did he die?
Yeah,
Because especially if they're about your age, you're like, how am I going to die? Because we did the same. He's about the same size as me, same age. I'm going to die the same thing as him.
Mike told me the best thing ever, though. If you're worried about your body, if you feel something weird on one side, just make sure it's the same on the other side, and then you'll be okay.
Yeah, that's how. All right, another call here.
Call from To accept, press 1.
What
To
the hell?
send
We're gonna
voicemail,
accept it.
Press 2.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello, you don't know me, but I know you. I am watching you. I see that you touch yourself every night. You are a sad person.
I do touch myself
They're
every
really
night.
watching us.
I've been touching myself since I was 13.
Fucking with you.
Of course it's someone fucking with me.
First time, long time.
I would say it's Morgan.
Morgan's not at work, is he?
And he's not from Kansas like this person.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a real life troll, but of course I touch myself every fucking night.
Kansas is still a thing?
Kansas is still a thing, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
For now.
Pretty useless state, right?
I've heard, I don't know, there's some people from there that are pretty cool people.
Actually, they got sports teams, so they're
Winchester.
better than Arkansas.
The Winchesters are from there, from Supernatural.
You ever
Lawrence, Kansas?
you ever been to Kansas, Jeff?
I went to Lawrence, Kansas.
No, I've never been there.
Paul
No.
Rudd. Paul Rudd's from there.
I went there, but I didn't see the Winchesters.
What
Well,
is
he
the
lived
most
there.
what is the most worthless state in our country? Arkansas.
Ooh.
Arkansas is pretty bad.
Mississippi.
Mississippi still has shit to do though.
Down at the
No.
Gulf, yeah.
Biloxi, yeah.
Maybe
But it's
the
like-
old
it's the poorest.
Maine.
It's the poorest
well,
state.
the Delaware. I think it's Delaware.
Delaware has DuPont and all the other chemical companies we do stuff for.
Yeah,
But no,
that's it.
My buddy Mike is born in Arkansas, and he insists that it's the worst state.
I'm gonna go Arkansas.
Wasn't Wyoming the least populated? And
They got
nothing.
There's
they got
nothing
natural
in
beauty
Wyoming.
though.
They got natural beauty.
Like Yellowstone.
Arkansas is just crap
Yeah,
and hot.
Yeah, but like,
Doesn't Arkansas have Gordon's Foods or not Gordon's Tyson Chicken that is based out of there, I think.
Wait, isn't the Walton family from there?
Yes, I think Walmart is Arkansas also.
Yeah, Bentonville.
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even Oklahoma has sports now.
Yeah,
That's true. Arkansas has college, Razorbacks. and
College,
stuff.
yeah, but I'm talking pro. Like
Yeah, that's true.
Delaware is not a bad choice. Delaware's pretty useless.
They don't have much. All they have
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. No,
Rhode Island's kind of close to Boston. You could maybe eke out a life.
It's near the Cape. It's near
Rhode
Cape
Island
Cod.
almost doesn't count because it's so small.
Yeah,
It's got Newport, which is really cool.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't talk shit about places I've never been.
sure you can.
I will
Yeah.
actually. I do that all the time. I'm just kidding.
You say a lot of good things about China.
Yeah, China.
Yeah, it's true. Have you been to China?
No.
Have you ever
Okay,
been?
then.
You've ever been to China?
I've heard many bad things about Nebraska.
It's boring.
It's boring, but
but even-
Omaha is pretty cool from what I hear.
311's from Nebraska.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
See,
Yeah,
but
we said
like,
heard bad things about
a
Nebraska.
lot of people have said Iowa is really crappy and boring, but I partied in Des Moines one night and it was pretty cool.
All right, now I know
And I
who
went
Randy
to-
Weaver is for sure.
And I went to Winterset, Iowa, which is
Yeah,
the birthplace.
I
of
think I
John
know who it
Wayne.
is, too.
And Slipknot's from there.
I know who you are, Mike.
It's not. His name's not actually Randy?
But I don't know. But
This is a Scooby Doo moment.
No, we knew. Well,
No, we knew. I kind of knew.
we
it was
we
Emma.
didn't know. But
Especially when he did the Lon Haruchi thing. I knew it was
Yeah.
Mike, actually.
All I know is you guys. I don't know any of your cohorts.
Mike.
He's
I
a,
never met
he's a
that dude.
call-in guy.
he's just calling guy.
Okay.
I know. I've known Mike from forums. That's always a good place to meet. You know. people.
Bodybuilding forums.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Bodybuilding. Yeah. Look at me. Can't you tell?
First time, long time.
Cultivating mass.
Building the body one layer at a time.
Yeah. I weigh as much as an IFBB pro.
Yeah. The definition's not quite there.
Yeah. I'm not as ripped as a guy that's in the IFBB though. I haven't
Terrible
done any
states.
cycles.
Oh, yeah. I was saying,
Jeff, have you ever done steroids?
No, not at all.
It's such a straight. It's so funny when someone answers something so seriously. No, not at all.
I've never done steroids. No.
have you seen me before?
Steve Kerr. Oh,
Steve Kerr, I hate goddamn Steve Kerr.
He does hate Steve Kerr.
yeah.
But yeah,
I concur with that. Yeah, that
Steve Kerr. What the hell's Morgan sending me?
worked. Probably porn.
Yeah, I saw something.
Diarrhea
flash up on
porn.
the
It's definitely
screen.
diarrhea porn. Green apple surprise.
You know,
No, he's just flipping. He's flipping you off, Jeff. Just so you know.
dude, that shit's that green apple surprise. That's old, man.
That is
'cause
old.
You were a teenager,
Oh,
right?
that's
No,
what I was saying about
Ron-
old.
Remember, like,
You said 311. I was going to bring that up.
What?
Go ahead.
30th anniversary of 311.
Yeah. with all the same members, which is
all the same members.
And I heard that's pretty rare because the only other band they said that's longer than them is U2.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which is pretty weird, right?
That are together still?
Still together
Same
that
band,
long
same
with the
members.
same members.
Well, I know a few, but they might not be as popular.
Yeah,
but
I think they're going like popular bands.
Because Sloan's been together for 31 years. They've never had a different guy.
I'm not going to read it.
They're from Canada. It doesn't count. They're talking about America. Oh, wait.
Oh,
U2.
we're just talking about American. Man.
U2 made their name in America.
Morgan's talking bad about you, Jeff. I will not read the comment.
I don't mind U2.
I will.
Yeah.
Jeff, you want to know what Morgan said? Do you want to know what Morgan said about you, Jeff?
Yeah, go ahead, tell me.
It says Jeff need steroids for his voice. Feminine sounding.
Well, that is true.
Feminine
It would
sounding.
help going to
little
like
bitch.
fast food restaurants and everything.
That's true. That's true. It says feminine sounding little bitch after that too.
Or, when you get your debit card stolen and you try to get it canceled and a new one ordered, and they keep insisting that you're not you.
Yeah, I remember that story. You got fucked on that.
Yeah, someone took his number and was buying stuff and he tried to cancel it and they insisted he wasn't who he said he was.
Someone tried to buy a fucking prostitute with it.
Oh yeah, sure. Someone.
Yeah, someone named Jeff was buying prostitutes with Jeff's card.
It's not my card.
Have you guys ever had card problems? Like
once.
Once I got identity.
All 3 times have been
about to happen a lot more now.
That's usually
all 3
where.
times for me have been the gas station.
Yeah, it's usually.
Mine.
All right, got another call. Let's see if this works,
Call
Jeff.
from
Randy Weaver.
Uh-oh.
to
This is
accept,
going to be...
press 1. To send a voicemail, press
Hi, Randy.
What's up?
So, how you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well. It took you long enough to figure it out.
Yeah, I know. Can you hear each other on the phone? Can you hear him, Jeff? I wanted to see if the callers can hear each other.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Can you hear him, Mike?
No.
Can you hear me?
No?
I can hear him loud and clear.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I guess.
Wow.
I guess I don't care.
Yeah.
Trying to...
You should always care.
Huh?
I said you should always care.
Well, I can't make myself care, Mike.
No.
Yeah.
We'll just call you Coconuts. I'm Mike. You're Coconuts.
Coconuts.
Oh, okay. That'll work. Whatever.
Fine.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I knew it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other Mike.
The other Mike. Fuck you, Jeff. That's what Morgan says.
And then the word fuck right after that.
Taking some
You.
roids for his voice.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Jeff.
Have you ever done a couple cycles, Mike?
No.
You never tried to get jacked?
No. I don't care enough.
But you don't like
That's
being...
just more weight to carry.
So steroids wouldn't help you be a better warfighter?
Oh, they probably help with recovery and everything. And
Yeah.
honestly, I think they probably could just give them to guys.
Here, Alan, you can read your own comment there.
Alan heard you had a big, huge dick. Well, thanks.
Yeah. Phil's
Well,
been perpetrating that myth for a long time.
I'm glad I got the phones figured out. I was really in the flesh earlier and really depressed, and I got mad. I even threw a fit and went into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Which none of us noticed, by the way.
No, I did see him go in the bathroom, but he was.
I know he's throwing a fit.
He was only. I could tell he wasn't happy, and he was only in there for like 30 seconds tops.
I
I'm
went in
like-
there because I wanted to punch something, and this is expensive equipment now. It's not shit equipment that I can just replace.
So you can't just like whack.
Yeah, but if it would have been like. If it would have been my other interface, it's like $50. I would have sandwich broke it like a fucking brisket.
And then it'd have been podcast over.
But yeah, I was like, I don't know. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go back to drinking again. I'm miserable.
Hey, Coconuts, I got a question for
You
you.
still ain't drink, huh?
Coconuts, can you hear me, Coconuts?
Can you hear Brian?
Coconuts.
Mike.
No, I don't think I catch Brian. I mean,
That's weird.
What about me?
I can hear Al. It's like in the background, kind of.
Jay.
Okay.
Jay talk.
What's up?
It's weird that you can't hear him. I don't know.
Anyways, I was going to ask him if he knew any good pizza places. We need to
I
talk
think
about
I
this
hear
more.
Brian is just like, so it's almost like they're coming through your mic.
That's weird.
I want to ask him about some pizza places because we need to talk about more pizza places.
I did have a food topic I want to talk about.
Oh God,
No, not right now.
not right now.
No?
We'll talk about it in a minute.
When you were living with Mike at Jew Girl, I was asleep on the couch.
Oh boy,
and
God.
We came out of your room naked and went to the bathroom.
So yeah, so
That's awesome.
so Jeff, you can hear all four of us though.
Yeah, I can hear you guys all good.
Okay, so the other phone that Mike's on, Mike, are you on that stupid Ozarks internet though, or?
Well, I mean, I'm on my phone now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
okay, but you can't hear the other guys. That's all. That sucks.
No,
Yeah, I
well,
had
not
that
through the
problem.
phone. Maybe, I mean, like when I was on
138.
D Live, I think I could hear everybody, but I was trying not to be
Kiss
that
Al.
guy.
Yeah.
I think HFC is Philip, isn't it?
Oh, what's up, Philip?
Is that the guy that did mushrooms a couple weeks ago?
No, that was other Jay.
No, that was Shreddington.
How did that end for that guy?
He ended up being okay.
I had to leave early that night, but
No,
we had technical difficulties.
technical
so-
Oh, was that night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we end up. Yep.
That was actually the name of the episode was technical difficulties.
You guys are like, he fucking died.
Mike, he's on his phone.
Okay, Mike, from now on, though, when you call me, you can call my personal phone, but Jeff's on that one because it seems to work better for the deal.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I could barely
It must
hear
be a channel
everybody else.
issue. That's what I always hear Ralph say.
Is that a COVID party? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're having a COVID party. So what of it?
Jeff, what were you
In
saying?
Ozarks.
Jeff said something, but
Jeff, go ahead.
Well, oh no, I was saying I was the same way too. I could only hear you when I called in to that other number. I could barely hear everybody else.
Mike's gonna have another fit.
But I can hear all of you perfect now.
I'm in the flesh. I need to be in the spirit.
Is that an actual term?
What?
In the flesh?
Well, it's a biblical term.
Oh,
Like if you're,
I never read that thing.
It just means I'm here on earth. I'm not in the spirit. I'm not being holy. I'm giving into my earthly body.
You know what they say? Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. So in the flesh, not in the spirit. Well, that really sucks, Mike.
When in Rome.
It really sucks. So what I'm going to do, Mike, I'm going to call you back on that same phone, but under the phone number, not Google, okay, and see if that helps. Hang on a second, okay?
All right.
Go ahead, Jay. Talk about pizza for a minute.
Yeah, what was your next topic, Jay? Food.
Or
Can we stop putting fucking egg on everything?
Why?
Because it's
hate
stupid. Like, I don't want to get a pizza with a fucking fried egg on it.
No.
Okay, no, I get you there.
Or,
okay.
or a fucking cheeseburger with a fucking fried
no,
egg
fucking
on it.
cheeseburger needs a fucking fried egg.
No, it's
Dude.
fucking junk.
No,
all right.
it's not.
you know, I thought that I wouldn't like that
Eggs are
until
disgusting anyway.
I had a egg
Mike.
with guacamole and bacon.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear everybody now?
I like eggs, but keep it in breakfast food.
Yeah, I didn't know if I would care for
Okay,
it.
hold on a second.
Yeah, I think it's a little clearer.
Can now go ahead and talk, Brian. Just prefer.
Coconuts.
Did you hear him?
No.
All right. Never mind. Something's wrong.
Shit's fucked.
Whatever.
I can hear him loud and clear.
What the fuck is he right now? What do you do after having sex? Cover her up and hand her
Her stuffed Care
her
Bear.
stuff.
What?
What the fuck's he talking about?
What are you talking about?
Morgan, what are you doing, man?
So we know that if you do the Bluetooth, you can hear everybody. So we'll have to do that line as the Bluetooth
Okay.
from now on. But whatever.
Okay, so Mike hears us all now.
Well, no.
No.
Jeff can hear us though. So that's good.
Just hang up on Mike.
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
I did hang up on Mike. Mike,
Okay.
we'll
Sorry,
call
Mike.
you. We'll have you call in next week or something, or I'll call you back later.
Yeah.
All right. Eggs on pizza. Go.
No.
No.
Eggs on pizza, no. Eggs on burger, yay.
No. Eggs on anything.
No, but they're doing things now where like that's the hip thing to do at the trendy restaurants is to throw a fucking fried egg on fucking everything.
See, now the fried egg on the burger, that's been around because the first time I had that was like over 15 years ago for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking junk.
Yeah, and it was a guacamole burger. It had a fried egg, it had bacon, and it was fantastic. I was like,
I think on a burger, it's great.
Really fucking good.
but
On a pizza, though,
I've seen it where they do the pizza and they crack all the eggs around it and
like multiple eggs, it's more than one egg, right?
I've seen one egg. Just
It's
on, like,
just,
a pizza.
I mean, like, you know, I love bacon, but like when they started just baconing everything, you know, it was like, yeah, they were like,
that is
you know,
a great verb, actually.
Yeah, you know, they started baconing everything. They were like, here's a fucking donut with maple syrup on it and a fucking egg. Which,
You bring up a great point though, because
they're great, but
We did a Pop-Tart maple bacon.
yeah,
Maple bacon Pop-Tart.
Oh, he works. He makes Pop Tarts.
Oh yeah, that's the Pop-Tart
yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
Did you? I don't want to read
It
that.
was not very
What Morgan
good
just
at all.
wrote.
Wait. What do you
Don't read down.
So now Jay will talk to you about Pop-Tarts for an hour.
So that was just it. Was the egg thing? You're just being lame about eggs.
But I love it. I love eggs.
Yeah, I think eggs are more than just breakfast food.
Ah,
I love eggs.
See, now Mike's saying fried egg on a burger has always been.
that's what I
and
said.
that's true because it's been
bullocks.
I am a fat fucking gross pig. I'm sweating, and I'm sitting right by an air conditioner, and I'm sweating.
Oh, I'm very comfortable in here.
So going back to what Al was talking about, it's like, so when did, like, I don't like Bloody Marys because I hate tomato juice, but
Yeah,
when
I'm
did
not
Bloody
big.
Marys become the novelty drink where you just put chicken wings and slices of
Dude,
pizza
I don't know.
and everything
Dude,
in it? Like, it's
That place
Right.
in Eastern Market has been doing that for a couple of years. and
Vivio's?
Vivio's.
Just
Or there's one out down the street.
It's out of hand. They run out of things to do.
a little mini cheeseburger
out of
on a
hand.
skewer into a fucking drink.
like
there are
7
two-
chicken strips.
There are two
Bacon
things
strips
that go
hanging
in.
out of it.
In a Bloody Mary, there are two things that go in it. They're either green olives or a pickle, and that is it.
And date rape.
And date rape.
And-
Well, yeah, Rohypnol always goes in
and
every drink.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Yes, but I'm saying like as a garnish, you either some people like green olives, some people like pickles.
So you don't want a full slice of pizza in your Bloody Mary?
no, I'm good. Yeah.
You know what would go good on a
Chicken
burger or a ham
wings,
sandwich?
yeah.
What if they just fried an egg?
That's
and
another
dropped
thing.
your
It's
Bloody
good.
Mary?
That's like what was it? There was a burger that had like it was the buns were 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, and then they had like everything
Really?
in the middle. I'm like, why?
Yeah, Morgan, I'm
Why
drinking a
not,
fucking
though?
Diet Pepsi like it's going to help. It's not
All right.
helping.
Oh, we're not reading the one before the Diet Pepsi.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, don't read that one on the air.
We found a grilled cheese food truck tonight at the. Went and grabbed a beer out earlier.
You go to Sink.
Copper Up.
You did? Okay, yeah. I knew they were there.
Steve's grilled cheese.
They were supposed to have one there last
But
night.
Janine got a pizza grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And they actually like had just like sourdough bread, and they Parmesan encrusted the bread, toasted it,
Yeah.
put pepperoni, mozzarella marinara on it, and grilled cheese. I'm like, I was full at the time, but
Yep.
she was like, "This is the best grilled cheese I've ever had." I'm like, "You're
Well,
just eating a pizza
but
sandwich."
is it really?
I was in
is
there
it really
yesterday.
a grilled cheese?
No, it's a
'Cause,
pi- it's a pizza
That's what I
sandwich.
mean. Like that's another thing too that went crazy for a while. Everybody was grilled cheese and like they were putting all these different things. I'm like,
You're
look,
really good with the verbs today.
Grilled
Grilled
cheese,
cheese and
yeah.
bacon.
Grilled cheese and baconing.
so
The baconing.
here's the thing: grilled cheese is two pieces of bread, and they got to be like day old bread. It's got to be like where it's starting to dry up because that's the best way to get
It's got to be heavily buttered, I think.
right. But see, when it's super soft, it doesn't crisp up properly.
I don't think it matters what's in the middle. It's as long as there's cheese and it's grilled. Therefore, it's a grilled cheese.
So if there's meat in it, it's no longer grilled cheese.
No, I think it is. I think the top. It doesn't matter what's
Well,
in the middle.
now if there's ham in it, is it a grilled cheese? No, it's a grilled ham and cheese.
It's still a grilled cheese.
Which is still better. And put some stone ground mustard on that, and we're good.
Right.
We're
They
good to
put,
go.
I've been
I
seeing a
don't
lot of
know.
caramelized
I mean,
onions inside of them too.
I grew
Well,
up.
that-
Morgan, is your stated goal to just ruin my fucking channel on Twitch there? This shit you're putting. Good thing I don't have it where it sits there like it archives. YouTube, it'll archive.
Yeah.
But Twitch, this is not going to be archived, which is a good thing.
Was that you that just laughed like Kevin from The Office?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Morgan, have you ever seen The Office before? He has.
Yes, Morgan, it's funny, but it's banned. Talk. Okay.
Dude, that was funny. You're right.
It is really funny, but I can't say it.
Tater tots are really popular now too.
Yeah. Oh,
I like tater tots.
I love tater tots.
do you know the bar that used to be called Joe Suds?
Yeah.
So a friend of
The
mine,
pink lady or something now, or
No, it's like Betty.
Yeah,
it's
Jane.
It's very feminine.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's very.
Well, it's a girl that I know, a bartender at places I've been to, and I think it's her sister and somebody else bought it. And they have this giant tater tot that, like, they basically smother whatever you want, like bacon, cheese, all It's giant tater tot. I've heard it's fantastic.
It's one big tater tot?
It's one big giant tater tot.
What?
That sounds kind of rad. It's probably like a big hash brown clump.
Yeah, it's like a big giant tater tot, and then they I guess split it open. They'll put like all different stuff in it.
I want $100
You sure
bills
it's
and
not wrapped
pussy
in
juice
bacon?
in it.
I'm sure I'm sure
What was
they're
that, Jeff?
baking
What'd you
it
say,
up
Jeff?
as we speak.
What'd you say, Jeff?
I say you have to wrap it in bacon too, because everything's got to be wrapped in bacon.
No, I don't want it wrapped in bacon. I just
doesn't
want
want- he
bacon on the side of things.
Alan doesn't want to bacon it.
We're not baconing
fucking
these
idiot.
things.
No baconing.
I just want my bacon on the side.
The baconing sounds like a fucking horror movie.
Think of the movie Your Highness, the fucking.
Yeah.
The fucking must happen.
The fucking. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wait, that was real? That's for a movie?
Jay, you were just on camera.
The fucking. Yeah. It was a stoner medieval comedy with Franco and Danny. Oh my God, what's his name? Danny McBride.
Yeah.
And Natalie Portman and a butt double for Natalie Portman.
That was a butt double?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I found out much later. It was a butt double.
That movie's really fucking funny.
It is.
What's it called?
Your Highness.
I gotta watch.
Your Highness. It's, it was a stoner comedy.
It's Pineapple Express meets Lord of the Rings.
Well,
Yeah, I got a kick out of it.
I never.
just a medieval
never saw it.
movie.
the,
Let's not say Lord of the Rings.
The pedophile Yoda character.
Yeah.
Oh, the wise wizard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Pineapple Express.
Oh, that was great.
It's good.
Pineapple Express, good movie.
The little conversation about the battery being dead kills me every fucking
time.
time.
Every
'Cause
time.
like, Dimitri Martin has a joke about that. It's like, what happened to the batteries? They're dead. It's like so dramatic.
Yeah.
Pineapple is stupid.
What about pineapple on pizza, Jay? What do you think about that?
Love it. Pineapple pepperoni is my go-to.
Yeah.
Really?
I have no problem with pineapple on pizza.
Preferably with Cajun crust.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give some spice.
I actually have no problem with like the Hawaiian pizza thing.
I love Hawaiian pizza, but
Yeah.
I don't like.
So are you guys mean this, or are you just trying to be punk rock right now?
I don't like ham
For
as
what?
much as as pepperoni.
You mean the pineapple?
Pineapple, yeah.
No, I love pineapple.
You really
Yeah,
like it?
actually like I always liked it, but when I went to one of them Brazilian grills where they come out and shave the meat
Like-
Oh,
right
like
off.
a Texas Day Brazil.
Or Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, like I went to this place called the Rodizio Grill out in Salt Lake City, and
The
it was
Rhodesia
awesome.
Grill.
Rodizio Grill.
It's where they declare independence and slaughter all the whites.
Well, so they got all this shaved meat, and they just come out with skewers of it, and it's awesome, and
Shaved meat.
shaved meats. Well, then they come out with this big
Meatening.
giant pineapple that's grilled, and they
Dude, I love grilled pineapple.
oh, it's fantastic.
Yes.
It was so good. It was so good.
I think I'm realizing that Mike doesn't like pineapple on pizza.
I don't hate it, but I would never do it.
I don't hate it.
Oh, before we started on the show, I was talking about I went to get back on my Fire Stick and click on the remote,
Yeah.
and we were like, we have Wi-Fi. What the fuck is going on here? Turns out the fucking batteries over the weekend leaked into the fucking, like they sprung open and shot battery acid into the circuit board of the remote.
Whoa.
Of the Fire Stick remote. Turns out a Fire Stick remote is $30. A whole Fire Stick package is $50.
Yeah.
What a fucking crock of shit.
Right.
See, that's why I like my Roku.
Yeah,
So
Phil.
it's all your
Phil-
costs is in the. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Phil's
Mal.
got the Brazilian steakhouse, Rodizio Grill. So, yeah,
Rhodesia is a Brazilian
Brazilian
steakhouse. Yeah.
steakhouse. Yeah,
It's not spelled like the country of
he-
Rhodesia,
he-
anyways.
Yeah, he went backwards.
My Roku
Brazilian
remote
steakhouse,
replacement was
Rhodesia
$6.
Hey Jeff, is that San Antonio
Yeah.
still open down there?
Who owns Roku?
No.
It's not open no more.
Own company?
That was a
Yeah.
good steakhouse. That was a good
Yeah, it's
steakhouse.
not open anymore.
Was it good as Ponderosa and Portsmouth?
What about a Lone
No.
Star Steakhouse? That shit was
Nothing
delicious.
as good as that.
It was okay.
How about
Throw peanuts on the ground.
Well, you can do it all. Like three.
that's
of them.
at Logan's. I know they do that too.
Logan's and Texas Roadhouse.
Do they?
Okay, and then
Yeah, I don't go there, but I know you can.
I fucking love. This is my old man moment. I fucking just love getting a bag of peanuts and just fucking cracking shells and eating them.
Didn't we have a Longhorn around here?
Yeah, it was where Mountain
By the
Jacks
mall.
used to be.
Yeah, by the mall.
And then-
Yeah, so that didn't last, did it?
No.
no, it was like Mountain Jacks.
Turns out you don't need 4 Western themed steakhouses in a quarter mile of one another.
right.
They were the classiest one.
That's what I mean, because like
Longhorn
Longhorn
was the classiest of the.
I thought Lone Star was the best.
Well, it probably was the best. Wasn't classy though.
I went to
Classy. You gotta wear a tuxedo to go there.
Yeah, like the Longhorn one was like kind of like I don't know. They made it nicer looking, but Lone Star was the best of them all. I thought.
And I fucking love a baked sweet potato with the brown sugar and cinnamon and butter. That's like one of the best fucking
Love
side
sweet
dishes.
potatoes.
What's that?
You love sweet potatoes, Jeff?
I like sweet potatoes. Oh yeah.
Oh wait, he's the Pop-Tart guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Sweet potato Pop-Tart with cinnamon and brown sugar.
Make it, Jeff.
Can you make that happen?
Probably like it.
Can you make that happen?
Yeah, I think I could talk to somebody.
Call the higher ups and get that fucking baked sweet potato Pop-Tart going.
Yep. In time for Thanksgiving.
Hey, Brian, you sound like a juice squirting on the floor. Stop talking. Take a wild guess who said that.
Oh, I can read it.
Where'd the cat come from?
Okay,
I don't know where it came from.
So Phil says Texas Roadhouse is the best. I'll fight anyone.
Well,
I don't go to steakhouses, so I wouldn't know.
All right, let's just put it this way. I've never been disappointed at Texas Roadhouse either.
he doesn't play video games with you, Morgan, because you suck.
Do you guys know what Big Rock Chop House is?
Yeah.
That place is uber expensive and insane, but also there's another place, Ruth's Chris.
Yeah,
that's even more expensive.
Ruth's Chris has been around a long time.
Yeah, but who the fuck goes there? It's a chain restaurant with $70 steaks.
But
business people.
It used to see that's one like it was like a Morton's like in Chicago. There was only one. Ruth's Chris was one steakhouse.
Like
It
Highlander, there was only one.
there was only one. It became a chain. You know, the second one was the one in Troy that they opened. That was the second one overall.
Second one overall?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's a restaurant in Chicago. You remember Weber Grill?
Yeah.
There's a Weber Grill restaurant in Chicago. That is some of the fucking best food I ever had. Like,
Do they cook it on Weber grills?
Yeah.
Because like
I hope.
I got a Weber grill.
Well, the big
I'm
steakhouse.
I'm officially a suburbanite. I have a Weber grill.
Yeah, I got a copper Weber grill.
And you care about your lawn.
I'm not really, but I just don't want anyone on it.
I ate Ruth Chris's.
Just stay the fuck off
place
my lawn.
I worked at. We went there for our Christmas party, and this was like 25 years ago.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, it was because it was the night I got my first drunk driving.
Remember
anniversaries.
Remember your lane right now?
I forgot all about that. But yeah, we went there and they served it. They, like however you wanted it ordered, however you wanted it cooked. But they served it on 500-degree hot plates, so that it would never.
Yeah, I'm sure no one's ever burned themselves on one of those.
Yeah, the first thing they're like, try not to touch that.
Well,
I'm like,
do you know what Black Rock is?
Black Rock does that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember Pizza Hut used to serve things on those hot. They used to give you your personal pan on that fucking 5 million degrees.
Yeah, in a cast iron skillet, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know because I only read books to eat pizza at Pizza Hut.
Morgan, you were talking about HFC. I'm going to tell you something about HFC. How he's a Judas and a traitor.
I did go to Spencer's.
One conversation at a time, guys. Hold on. He's a Judas and a fucking traitor. He plays on PS4 now.
Does he really?
Plays on a PS4. HFC plays on a fucking PS4. Okay, Al, you can say what you wanted. I had to say that.
Whoa. When did that happen?
I was just reading off of here.
When did he go switch?
He switched because he doesn't like he doesn't like the cross play with the PC people. Thinks they're unfair. He's a Judas.
Oh, he's never mind. I won't say anything bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like HFC even though he hates me.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a complaint about Ruth's Chris. That's a stupid fucking name.
It is.
What's that?
It
Ruth's
is.
Chris.
It's
first of all, who's Ruth, and second of all, who's Chris?
I don't know.
It's Dr. Ruth. She's part of it.
I don't think that's true.
Just kidding.
It's the Baby Ruth family. You know, the ones that make Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth?
what? Why is Morgan asking me how long it is when it's flaccid and hard?
He keeps going on about your cock. I don't know.
I've actually never truly measured it.
Am I supposed to be reading all this?
Nah.
Okay.
You don't have to.
All right.
I can honestly say I've never measured it. A girl did once, but I did not ask her for results.
Yes. That's where the legend came from.
No one has to read any of the chats. You're supposed to technically read it if it's something funny or interesting, but it's Al's cock. Actually, Morgan's obsessed with it.
And it's not funny and interesting because it's only Morgan.
Actually, the legend started by a phone call that somebody answered that wasn't me and tried to pretend like he was me to my girlfriend like 30 years ago. And he started talking to her about dirty shit, and she said something about jamming my big cock in her.
I love the phrase dirty shit.
And he dropped the phone and went, You're a fucking horse cock, motherfucker.
God.
That makes one of us.
That's how it started.
So yeah, the name's Ruth's Chris is stupid
Yes.
I agree.
because it's Ruth's or is it Chris's? Who
Well,
owns it?
I don't know.
Ruth's.
We'd have to
And
look
if
it up,
Ruth's
but-
owns
Free
it,
Brittany.
why is she putting Chris's name on it too?
It's weird that you're criticizing a place that sells $70 steaks that taste the same as Logan's.
They taste no. It's Wagyu beef, man.
Oh no.
Nah.
It's
Dude.
not though.
Dude, it was like one of the best steaks I've ever ate.
Really?
Yes.
You think so?
It was like butter.
But you even said you got your first DUI. Do you remember that well?
I remember. Yeah. That was
Just
That was
kidding.
later. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, but that Big Rock Chop House. So I paid $70 for a steak there.
That's not a chain. That's just
No, it's its
Yeah.
own place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I bought a steak there, $70. I was like, okay. I took a girl there for Valentine's Day, and then I was like, there was no sides. The sides were a la carte.
Yep.
yeah.
So you pay like $12 for broccoli, and then you just get a giant plate of broccoli. Who the fuck wants that?
That's how all like real steakhouses. That's usually how it is.
That's
dude.
fucking junk. That's a junk process.
Looking
Yep.
at Jay's
So
face
wait,
covered up
You
by
usually
the
get
logo.
you usually get like
If
a,
you
like
ordered,
a baked
like-
potato, and then
Yeah.
you get like a salad wedge, which is just literally a quarter of a head of iceberg lettuce with
Ugh.
blue cheese.
Yeah, that's fucking junk.
Yeah.
So like if you ordered like a la carte an order of like potatoes, like mashed potatoes or scalloped
You just got a
potatoes.
plate of potatoes.
No, okay, that's fine. I could do that, but a plate of fucking broccoli? Is
Oh,
it covered
yeah.
in like cheddar cheese or anything?
Oh man,
I,
just broccoli.
I love
dude.
cheese with. As
Are you
a
gonna
kid,
bacon
Yeah.
it up?
You're gonna bacon it up?
Are we doing the baconing?
You got a baconing it.
Or are we grilled cheesing it?
I so want a horror movie called The Baconing so bad
It's
right
gotta
now.
Are we grilled cheesing it?
Garlic smashed
cheesing.
potatoes.
Garlic smashed potatoes.
Garlicking it up is what my
Yeah,
dad
we're
would say.
garlicking it up.
Garlicking.
Alan, is it bigger
pineapple?
than Winks? I don't know. I've never seen
That
Winks'
sounds like
dick, dude.
That
so
sounds
I
like
don't know.
that sounds like someone that when you go look for vampire sluts at a bar. We're going garlicking.
We're
man.
going garlicking it up.
So
We're
you,
gonna garlicking, man.
like 2-3 weeks ago, you guys talked about Lost Boys a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
because of
Schumacher
Schumacher.
died.
So I didn't realize the band Death by Stereo is a quote from the Lost Boys. What part
Yeah.
of the movie is that from?
In the bedroom. Wasn't that the
It was Billy, not Billy. Was it Billy Worth? Is that how he dies?
somebody died in the bathtub?
Or is it the blonde guy that does the?
Well, there's a
No,
punk
he
rock
died. Marco died in the
No, not. There's a blonde-haired guy looked like Adam Curry.
Oh yeah, he died in the bathtub.
Yeah, so he's the one death by stereo. Then
Yeah.
they threw the stereo in.
That's where they got the name.
Yeah. Death by
Michael wants
stereo.
to know.
And one of the
Yeah.
Corys or
Corey Haim says it for sure.
yeah, Death by Stereo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the punk rock band Death by, which is a great band name by the way.
Yeah, there's quite a few bands out there that got like their names like that, you know, like
Stupid
just
though.
by
Okay, this is another topic. What's a fucking band that you love that has a shit ass name? Ooh. Alice in Chains is a shit name.
I don't know if it's a shit name. It's just not.
I don't
great.
know.
It's not stellar.
I don't know where I you know, I mean, they're one of my favorite bands, but I really don't know the
Where'd they get the name from?
where it comes from.
I don't know the story, but I've always hated Soundgarden too, but I love the band.
Yeah, now that one I,
thought
know where it came
Soundgarden's.
from.
I thought Soundgarden. That's actually kind of a cool name.
Yeah,
it's like a garden of sound.
Well, that's where they got somebody like he read it somewhere.
Keep
like,
being
he
wrong,
read
Jay. You got another
something-
wrong one for
It
us?
was because like Chris Cornell was like a big
Bowling for Soup.
Yeah, now that's like I don't get that.
Yeah, that one's pretty
what
stupid.
What was another one? What was that other band? This girl I used to fuck around with, Death Cab for Cutie. What the hell is that?
Wheatus.
That's not a good
Phil
band
says
name.
Wheatus.
That's a horrible name.
Yeah, shit band names, guys.
You know what?
Put them in the
what's with
chat.
all of a sudden like for like in the early 2000s there was
Incubus.
Whoa,
Breaking
whoa.
Benjamin and Asking Alexandra
Breaking-
and I'm like these are
Breaking-
stupid names.
Breaking Benjamin's worse because the singer's name is Benjamin.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, now it's totally
Guys,
douchey.
Did you guys hear Jeff slid Incubus in there? That's a personal
Yeah, I
attack.
heard him say that.
I like that. That's a good band name.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I like Jeff.
I don't care. For
You're right, Jeff. I'm with you.
I think one of the best band names, and I like the band, is Deftones.
yeah.
That's
I
the
don't
one-
like the band, but
Def
it's not a
Leppard.
bad
yeah,
name. I'm not a big
They're bad.
I'm not a big
Oh,
fan of theirs.
Def
but-
Leppard's one of the worst names.
Go ahead,
ever.
Jeff. What'd you say?
Yeah, but
I was gonna say
from that
that's
era.
all
Al, let Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
Did I send you guys that fucking Def
I was gonna say Deftones suck live, real bad.
Do they really?
I'll have to find that.
I never seen Deftones live.
A couple years ago, and they were horrible.
I love the Deftones live.
What's Farnack?
Yeah, I do too.
Farnack.
That's Morgan being Morgan and being dumb.
The Podfather.
I like how Bursum killed Euronymous. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's totally black metal.
I also think one of the best band names is Smashing Pumpkins.
Is it?
I love that name.
But what's the context of it?
I don't really care. It just has a cool visual and it sounds cool.
Anal cunt.
Anal Cunt's the
That's
best.
actually a really good name. Hey Jeff, have you heard of this band? It's called Shut the Fuck Up, Jeff. Do you know who wrote that?
Wow.
That's Morgan.
You?
No.
Definitely was not Morgan.
Yeah. No.
I mean,
I'm like Spin Doctors.
Oh God. I mean, I'm sure there's like Train.
Train. Oh, Phil had that train story. On a plane with Train.
I would have more respect if they're like, we got drunk one night and a train rode by. And we're like, yeah. Then them trying to probably make some stupid excuse like, what happened was, just.
Oh no. What you want to hear is like, we were all fucked up, and our friend Jimmy walked in front of a train, so we were like, we named the band.
That's
after
cool. That's cool.
You know what a real bad name is Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty bad one.
Another one that's really bad is Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
I would like to say I don't like that band, but I saw what was the music channel that used to be on, Palladia? And I watched I watched a whole live concert of Dave Matthews.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And I was enjoying it the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Because like this guy at Johnny's, the little bar I used to go to, I almost beat the fuck out of him because he played 2 fucking songs. They were live Dave Matthews songs. 2 songs, and they took 43 minutes.
Dude, it's so funny you say that because Excalibur Park Bar in Grosse Pointe.
Yep.
Some asshole played all live fucking Grateful Dead.
Oh, fuck off.
No,
fuck off.
No,
my buddy lives right across the street from there.
It was probably one song. It just went all damn night.
That's what I mean.
73 minutes.
Two Dave Matthews songs, and it was 43 minutes. And I go, what the fuck? And he goes, I'm getting my money's worth. I go, I'm going to beat your fucking ass, dude.
Why didn't you just play the Edmund
It
Fitzgerald?
was so...
Yeah.
That's
a good song, man.
That song's only like 8 minutes long. 7 minutes long, yeah.
It's a good
And
song.
it got a DeVito with the drum solo. It's like 19 minutes long. There's another one, though, Green Grass and High Tides.
No Effects to Decline.
That's like 19 minutes.
16 minutes or some shit.
That's too long.
Yeah. It's
I
cool,
don't
though.
care.
It's a good song.
Yeah, but what was horrible about both those live songs, it was just like...
It was
he just
Dave
kept doing
Matthews.
this. Yeah, first of all, it was Dave Matthews, and then he just kept like picking at his guitar a little, and they go,
Fucking jam
and I'm
band
like,
shit.
shut up.
So we're all fans of heavier music. What do you think about early Metallica, how they would never just end the song and they would just carry out, the outro would just go so fucking long on some of those songs.
Oh.
Do you dig that or not?
I like the longer songs. Yeah, I like how they work.
It kind of, I guess it depends.
Like, there's
It
songs
varies.
where Hetfield's vocals would end,
Yeah,
and
and
then
they
the
would
song goes on for another 2.5 minutes.
I mean, it's within reason, I guess. I mean, there's I was always a fan of the Allman Brothers. I saw them like 7 times, but like there was like certain parts of the live shows that like I couldn't. I watching Dickie Betts bend his strings 60 times and like. A 11-minute solo. I'm like, dude, all right, get back to the fucking song.
That's
man.
actually another really good topic we could talk about is like bands that are fucking great in studio or on album versus like live.
Yeah.
Because like there's a band RX Bandits that I know your guys' brother likes.
Yeah.
And I used to like them a lot too. Live, they're fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Because their stage presence sucks because the guitar player is the singer. Him, the bass player, and the other guitar player all stand around the drummer, and they fucking like just zone in on the drummer. So all the fans are seeing are the backs of the musicians.
That was my stage presence.
Yeah, I mean, that's just
Me too.
that is a good topic because there are a lot of bands that like kind of are not good live. They don't sound good live.
There was a band. They weren't super popular, but I was real stoked to see this band called Himza. They were like a big metal band. And I thought, like, this is the band they're going to take over. They're taking over metal. They're great. And then I saw them at Harpo's, and they were terrible. They were I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Pantera was a great live show. I saw them once, but they were already kind of old. but it was still pretty good.
I love how you say they were old, but they were done when they were like in their 30s.
Well, I shouldn't say they were old. They were 50, 55 in rock years because all the partying.
Yeah, and they were. It was ending.
I'm with Mike though. I saw Pantera on the Reinventing the Seal tour.
That's when I saw them,
and they were fucking terrible live. Like, it was mainly because of Phil just saying stupid shit on the microphone.
No, but they were. I wanted to, like, when they were in their prime, they were fucking phenomenal live. They were one of the best ever. But he was on heroin and he had issues. He's over all that by now. But
yeah,
he was fucked up. At
but
one
the damage
time.
is done because he's a fucking stupid ass now.
Yeah.
He's messed up his mind.
You're old.
I didn't. Is he still around?
Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah.
Is he doing anything?
Is it the illegals?
He's got 2 or 3 different projects.
Okay.
No, Matt saw
and Super Joint Ritual.
Matt saw him with Down, and he said they were really good. He was really good live because he's like clean now, I guess, and whatever.
Like there's this clip you can watch where like what was the hurricane that hit New Orleans?
Katrina.
And like Phil's out there at his house, and he's like screaming. He's like, "Come on, you fucking hurricane! Fuck you!" And he's like screaming at weather.
Yeah, that
like
happens.
All drunken, belligerent.
Well, yeah, that was 15 years ago. He was still all fucked up, man.
Yeah. And it's fucking uncomfortable as hell.
You miss Slayer.
You miss them because
they've been gone, what, a few months?
Yeah, I mean, they just finished their farewell tour last year.
Tom's health didn't hold up. He was having neck issues, and he had also had sleep apnea, like me.
And
a lot of issues.
And Kerry King is the corniest motherfucker ever alive.
Is he?
I don't know. Is he?
He wears that fucking like wristband with the fucking huge spikes on it.
Oh, dude, that's been like he's been doing that for like 40 years.
It's so corny.
Phil says he's seen Down once in 09. He was fucked, and again in 13, and it was a great show. Yeah, that's about the time he cleaned up.
Yeah,
but now we're never going to get a Pantera. Like at first, it was possible that Zach was going to take Dime's spot.
Yeah,
which they could have pulled that off, but now there's 2 guys. Forget it. It's over.
I've heard what you
Those
just
are the
said.
guys that created the band.
Yeah. The 2 brothers are gone. It's over.
Yeah.
They talked about Zach Wilde and Dave Grohl.
Really?
Yeah.
Dave Grohl.
So they're going to do it anyway with the
drumming.
He would have to play the drums.
Zach Wilde would be guitar.
Yeah, Zach Wilde.
I don't.
Dave could not. Dave is a phenomenal songwriter, but he could not handle Dime's on the guitar.
No,
the drums, of course he can, but
Dave Grohl would be drumming.
Yeah, Zach
I don't know.
Zach Wilde would be
that'd be
guitarist.
like his.
It'd be hard for him to do Vinny. He's probably a more technical drummer than Vinny ever was. But is it the style's different?
That's what I mean. That's
Did
what I'm
Dave
saying.
ever use double kicks ever?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Dave Grohl is pretty universal as a musician.
I know. It's just that
I never heard him do double kicks, and that's what you got to do for Pantera.
He did that side thing with Josh Homme of.
Yeah, well, he played on.
You ever hear Probot?
Yeah, Probot.
Yeah, Probot.
What was another one I was thinking of
that
too?
was what we did with all the different metal artists, but you're thinking about Them Crooked Vultures.
Was he the drummer on that?
Yeah, he did the drumming. Josh Homme did the guitar and vocals, and bass player from Led Zeppelin.
John Paul Jones?
John Paul Jones did bass.
Oh.
For that.
That part, I didn't know that part, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he could do it.
I feel like Dave Grohl can probably
I'm not saying he could.
Paul did.
I'm not saying that he could. I don't know, man. That's it just doesn't seem like the fit. I don't know.
It's also just like Mike said, it's unnecessary. You have two parts of the 4-part band gone.
Right.
Yeah, that were the brothers.
You're now approaching Lynyrd Skynyrd levels of band being a cover band of itself because so many people are dead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no original members of Skynyrd. That's why they're basically they're retiring. They've already said that they were. But Johnny Van Zant, the youngest brother, I mean, he's been in the band 30 years.
I mean, he was a good fill-in for his brother, absolutely.
He's been in the band 30 years, and so have some of the other guys, but none of them are original. There's no original members.
No.
Well, technically, yes, Ricky Matlock is.
I love how you know members of Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Ricky
yes,
Matlock,
named after their gym teacher, Mike.
Ricky Matlock was one of the original guitar players, and then he left and started Blackfoot.
Yeah.
Then he came back. And
is that about Frostbite? Is that band about Frostbite?
Blackfoot?
Yeah.
I think it's a Native American thing.
I'm just kidding.
It's about me in 5 years when the diabetes takes over.
Beat us.
The beat us.
Yeah, I do know a little bit about like Skynyrd and stuff.
I
just know about rock and roll, man.
I read their biography. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Did you hear the story of what happened to Artemis Pyle with the plane wreck? The plane wrecked. Everybody's all fucked up, either dead or dying. He's the only one healthy enough to go get help. He went on someone's land, and then the guy, get off my land, and shot him.
Yeah.
So he survives a plane wreck and gets shot.
Yeah,
he did live, though.
But there's been people for years that say that none of that, he was full of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's the shit about the cover art of the
He
album?
said that in the Behind the Music, too, because remember we watched that.
So I'm spreading disinfo.
No, you're not. It's always been the story. But the farmer's son's like, my dad didn't shoot anybody and some other stuff, so.
Like the cover art album where like the flames are on specific people or some shit like that. What the hell is that story all about?
Oh, because the original artwork for Street Survivor had flames and stuff, and the people that had certain flames behind them
were all the ones that died.
All the ones that died, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they made the cover behind him black. They switched it before it came out. Cause the plane crash happened a couple of weeks before the album was released.
What year was that?
78.
Okay.
Yeah. The year I was hatched.
Yeah. No, I didn't. What, Morgan? I don't know what he's even talking about.
No, you didn't, Brian.
Jeff, you ever
Street
shoot anybody for
survivors.
being on your land?
We said that already. Phil.
Get off my lawn.
Jeff, you ever
Or you'll
kill
get
anybody for being on your
shot.
land in Kentucky? They have no right to be on your land.
Get off my land, boy.
Did we lose Jeff?
Jeff, did we lose you?
Steve Gaines specifically.
Yes, Steve Gaines. Cassie
Yep.
Gaines was his
Final
sister.
final time for Jeff.
Steve Gaines was like a phenomenal guitar player, dude. That dude had like
Jeff's done.
It looked like when you watched him play, it looked like he had like 7 fingers. It was like insane.
He did. We'll never know. He died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
We lost Jeff.
Oh no.
Steve Gaines. Yep.
Steve Gaines and the backup singer Cassie, his sister, was another one that died. And
yeah.
Mike, I've shot people for being on their own land. Yes, Jeff. Thank you for your service to this country.
Woo. That's a hot take.
For being on their own land. Give us that oil. It's ours.
So I've had not a bloodshot eye. I've had like a broken blood vessel or something in my eye for like 2 weeks now. So there's like blood in my eye around my cornea.
It's like Joe Biden.
But so, and it wasn't bothering me until it started to clear up. Then it started to bother me, and like I would have like spots, like I couldn't see the part of my eye.
Does it go into your like actual like eyelid or?
No. It's right now. It's around the lens of my eye. You can see it like pooled around it a little bit.
Okay.
No headaches or anything, but I woke up one morning and I couldn't see right. And then Craig had sent us all a message that Grant from the Mythbusters had died of an aneurysm. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have an aneurysm. I started panicking. I didn't go to work that day. I swear to God.
But that's how you avoid aneurysms. Your blood vessels just bursting.
What is an aneurysm again?
Good question, Jay.
Is that the air going to your brain?
It's basically like a swollen bloody clot.
It's like a blood
mass
vessel,
blood thing that builds up in your brain.
Yeah, that's
and then
right,
eventually, once you have one, there's almost nothing they can do. It just has to burst, and they hope you live.
Yes.
There's people that literally walk around with it, knowing when it finally burst, you're dead.
I'm guessing Grant didn't know when it was going to burst.
Yeah, but what did he know about the raping blob?
See, maybe there's more to this.
So Randy Weaver says I shot people for being on their own land, but then he says in front of their family too.
All right.
Jeez.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
In your head, because a huge clot in your head.
So we talked about Adam
Thank
Savage
you.
of the Mythbusters and his alleged raping blob story.
Raping blob.
And then all of a sudden, Grant dies.
Yes.
Probably the smartest guy on the show.
Well, it's because he knew something.
He knew something.
He knew something about the raping blob, and he was about to testify in the raping blob
He's about
case.
to blow the lid off the whole thing.
The whole raping blob thing would have came out.
We stole your raping blob joke 3 weeks ago when we said the first time. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
We've been raping blob joking for weeks.
I mean, last time Jay was here, we started. So I'm just saying.
We've been
anytime Coconut says something fucked up. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, or we say something like You're so stupid. Sorry for your service, man. Sorry for your service. Thank you for your service.
Sorry for your service.
Wow. I need to go to sleep. Cervix.
30 minutes he's had to pee.
What?
No, that's him getting up and getting beers.
He drank 5 Coors Lights.
He's only went to the
Those are talls too, by the way.
No, he's like, hey, he's had to get up 4 times in 30 minutes. No, he's just got up to get beers all those times.
Well, he's gone to the bathroom a couple times.
It's got to go through you.
And now he's going to get another beer. See,
now he's going to get a beer.
But also, what he's drinking is just basically water.
That is called Colorado piss water.
Speaking of rape,
although that is the one I would drink too if I were drinking.
That's
we're
what
making fun of your prostate.
You know,
yeah, they think you've gone to the bathroom like 4 times in the last half hour.
I said no. He keeps getting up to get beers too.
I think that's probably my second or third time.
I think it's at least your second. Yeah.
But I said he keeps seeing you getting up, and
he thinks you're going to the bathroom every time.
He's going
through.
So before I came here tonight, like I cut grass and drank like probably, I don't know how many pints of fucking water.
Well, just get your prostate checked. That's all we're saying.
Oh, so he's an alcoholic? Yes, maybe. I don't know.
You work with a
Are you an alcoholic? I am.
You live with somebody in the medical field.
For the 3 hours I'm here, yes.
Yeah.
Because what happens is I don't do shit all week, and then I come over here and I'm like, this is a good place to just have a couple beers.
Right.
And then I go home.
You live with somebody who's in the medical field. Have her check you out for prostate stuff.
I wouldn't know.
prostate.
I check my own prostate. Thank you very much.
I
can't reach back that far, so
I wouldn't classify you as an alcoholic. So
No,
No, I'm not.
I am.
I'll drink a bunch of beers
But-
here because this is close to my house, and I've just had a shit week. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hell yeah, have some beers.
it's
See, like, with me, it was, oh, fuck. Well, it's Tuesday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have
Tuesday
to.
is always cheaper
so
beers.
let's
I have
start
nothing else.
drinking.
I have nothing else to do. I'll
So
just
let's,
drink.
I get off work at 5 in the morning. Well, let's just drink until, 11:30, 12 o'clock, and then go to sleep for 3 hours and try to go to work,
To be fair, there was a point during when I was not working from the coronavirus where I was like, fuck, all I've done for 2 weeks is drink alcohol and watch wrestling.
Well, that's pretty much
Yeah.
what everybody was doing that was staying home.
That's
so
that's called Americanism.
I saw commercials where Matthew McConaughey told me I was a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I was a hero for staying home. It's the bravest thing you can do, bro.
Yeah.
Were you getting curbside beer pickup?
You're a hero.
No, I would
No,
say
you're
beer.
you're spreading it then.
Why? You're curbside and you're in your car and you have masks.
Staying
You're
at home.
spreading it.
Staying at home.
So we were talking about the raping blob. Speaking of
Yes.
rape,
Yeah.
that how do you spell her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. How do you say her name? The first name.
No one knows.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine.
Just call her Jizz Maxwell.
Jizz Maxwell.
But she looks like how I remember before MILF porn was a thing because American Pie didn't come out to the late 90s.
Yeah.
She looks like how MILFs looked before it was called MILF. It was just a actress from the 70s that stayed around to the 90s.
right,
They always had
right.
that look, like the dark
Yep.
hair.
Mike is just talking about Angelica Houston right now.
No.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. I was thinking more like Adrienne Barbeau.
I'd fuck Angelica Houston. She looks hard.
Adrienne Barbeau.
She has that hair. She reminds me of her for some reason.
Yeah. Adrienne Barbeau, man. Damn.
I know what you're saying, Mike.
Is she
yeah.
still alive, or did she kill herself yet?
She's
Jizz.
You mean, did she accidentally? Good old
Jizz?
Did she accidentally fall off her cot with a
Hey, can I say something real quick?
blanket?
I just want to point out that I am not suicidal. Just because I'm talking about this.
We've done this so many times I'm on this show.
I'm not suicidal. Neither is he.
I'm also
Nobody
not,
here is suicidal.
You can't see my face, but I do not want to kill myself.
Nope.
I'm not going to hang myself on a bed that's shorter than my height.
No.
Somehow I'll hang myself on it.
Can we talk about the Will Smith thing real quick?
What would happen
What
to Will
you mean
Smith?
the entanglement?
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
what's going on there?
I don't know.
Well, I just think it's funny that like if it was him that got caught with somebody, he'd be a straight up no good for nothing piece of shit loser. But because they were,
But there's also rumors
they
that
were
they had a-
separated,
yeah.
and she started fucking a rapper, and it's
A
called
22-year-old,
and it's
rapper.
called they're calling all the women are calling it an entanglement.
It's kind of like
No, she's a cheating hooker.
So are you saying that women view their cheating as noble and then men as just filthy, dirty?
Right.
Nah, that is not how
I've actually talked
ever
about.
heard.
I've actually talked about this with Mike's brother-in-law. Why is it every time that a female teacher fucks a young male student, it's called a romp? A sex
romp.
romp.
Yeah. It ain't called that when a fucking male teacher does it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's not called a sex romp.
No.
Well, the thing is, they like if like all a woman has to say is it was loveless. I just didn't feel loved. I didn't. And everyone like they all support. Oh, you go, girl.
Yeah.
And a guy could be with a total psycho bitch like Amber Heard, and if he cheated, it would still be his fault.
Well, yeah, I mean, people said that when I was married.
Yeah.
There were people that had comments like because when I left her, I had cheated just before, and I left.
But you were in a loveless marriage, and you had to.
She stabbed me once. You
yeah.
know. Dude, we didn't have sex for like 2 years. I mean, we didn't even kiss. Nothing. We didn't say love you.
Yeah, but
nothing.
why did you look elsewhere? What is your problem? 2 years? I mean, 2 years is
what happens,
compared to the age of the universe, that's not that long. You have no self-control.
Right.
Can I just say right now, if I was married to Will Smith, I would be so faithful. I would love him so much, and I would never cheat on him. He's a handsome guy and has a lot of money.
Yeah. I just hope he doesn't he's not like a cuck, like he's hope old Will ain't cream pie cleanup.
No, there's actually rumors that when they were doing the Suicide Squad movie that he fucked Margot Robbie.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
And there's pictures of him visibly drunk with her in a photo booth, and they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good for Will Smith.
I thought
Hancock.
Oh, hey, thanks, Morgan. Morgan supports me.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The Hancock's a good one.
And then we were making fun of, before we went on
That's like a porno parody, right?
Hancock.
It's got to be.
No, I mean,
oh no, don't touch Charlie's. Okay, I'll let you do it. Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. When
sits in the corner.
when I was with my wife, I mean, I told there were a lot of people that agreed with me, and that thought I should have left a lot sooner. I tried to get her help as much as I could, but
How long were you married for?
Oh, we were only married like 3 years, but we were together like 6.
That's a good amount of time, though. Yeah.
Yeah, she went completely nuts as soon as she got on my insurance. She started diagnosing herself on WebMD with all these problems. And next thing I know, she was sleeping 20 hours a day and washing pills down with Crown Royal. That's what you do.
As happens. So what? I mean,
as is customary.
Yeah.
When you get married.
That's what I did.
As is customary when you get married.
When you said the Will Smith thing, I thought you were talking about how young he is, and we didn't realize how young he was.
No, I was talking more about the whole thing going on with they had like a table.
Yeah, I saw that afterwards. Yeah, but I thought you were expounding on what we talked about before the show.
Oh yeah. So why was that brought to the light now?
Don't know.
Just a PR thing?
That's what most people seem to think.
Because most people said that they think they had an open marriage.
Dude, he's should have banged her while she was asleep. It's you're married. It's not rape.
It's a good point, Morgan. I do agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. They've been talking about that for years. Him and Jada having an open marriage.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, "No, it's not really open." But
do you know that Jada Pinkett Smith had a metal band for a minute?
Yeah, she's a bass player.
Well, she was a singer in like a band called something Wisdom. And she actually was like a scream, like just
Simple
screaming her ass
Wisdom.
off. Something like a Simple Wisdom or something.
See, the thing about open marriages, to me, I think it's an open marriage, and there's always one of the people that is crying themselves to sleep and can't handle it.
I'm pretty sure
it's never two of them. It's never like a mutual. It's one that just feels that they have to stay for some reason, and they put up with the cream pie cleanup.
I was gonna point out that like I've met a few people who supposedly had open marriages, and it was usually like one of them was going out and doing what they wanted,
and
the other was staying home crying. Yeah,
right. And it like 3 different.
And their whole family's like, "You got to fucking get out of this shit." And they're
3 different times I've two.
I don't know from experience though.
2 times I worked with a guy who, and it was 2 different guys, and they were like talking about like they were in an open marriage, but yet they weren't doing anybody else. But their wives were out every weekend, and they were home with the kids.
Can I say it hurts my soul to think of Will Smith as a cuck?
It does. It's kind of like, man, if he's a cuck.
Like, it bums me out.
Cream pie cleanup. Yeah, it's pretty.
Wicked wisdom.
Yeah.
Dude, Phil is on it with all the answers.
He Googled it.
Then Morgan, Aaron, he was an open marriage, open jail cell.
And Will Smith looks so sad in that photo where he's like, he has tears like piling up. Like, I'll marry Will Smith. It's okay.
It's Photoshop.
Well, I feel kind of bad for him because don't you think like The Rock has taken his slot as like the guy that like the nice guy of Hollywood that it.
Will Smith does better movies than The Rock.
But I think The Rock's taking that slot though. Nice guy.
The Rock has never done drama where Will Smith did 7 Pounds and what was that other one?
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness. Like The Rock can't do that.
I haven't seen him do anything super.
Will Smith's way more versatile than
The Rock would never cook either. Though
the game plan was probably his most dramatic, and that was just Disney dramatic.
What about the Tooth Fairy?
The second one was better.
I better shut up. Some Will Smith fan's going to beat the shit out of me.
He did a second?
No.
Oh.
He didn't. Somebody else did.
Oh, God.
The Rock is a fucking awful actor. I don't care. He has that slot. He's
Hobbs and Shaw was hilarious. No, it wasn't it?
Wait,
I never saw it. I made you watch it. And I've never seen it yet.
Hobbs and Shaw, is that the one with the other dude that
Statham?
Yeah, the dude that like drives cars all the time and kicks everybody's ass, and he's always going to explode if he fucking stops moving.
Yeah, I was kind of stoked.
He's like no talent.
That movie was recommended to me, and I was kind of stoked about it. And then within the first 5 minutes, The Rock fucking like kicks a dude in the dick and punches him in the face at the same time, and you're like, that's fucking rad. And then it just sucks after that. Like,
yeah, wait, so who was it that recommended? Who talked it up to you?
Well, someone else did too, but I talked it up on the show.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Some other friends I have, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just his talking up to get you.
It's really weird though, because like I can appreciate movies like that on 2 levels. Like the level where it's ironically ridiculous,
right?
But I can also genuinely enjoy it. Like perfect example, Commando.
Yeah. Love Commando.
Like Commando it's ridiculous.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Real.
No, but I
That's how war is, man.
But it's great.
Yeah, just dropping Sully off that cliff. Yeah.
I lied.
Yeah. But it's like you can enjoy those movies on 2 levels. And I can only enjoy that movie on the 1 level. And if that's not the case, I'm done with it.
Yeah. So like Hobbs and Shaw is like a bad ripoff of Tango and Cash.
Well, it's a spinoff from the Fast and Furious universe.
And it's not even a good movie in the bad way.
Because Tango and Cash was good.
Yeah.
Well, Tango and Cash is fantastic.
I mean, Tango and Cash is where Fubar came from, you know?
Yeah.
Fubar, big time. And it had one of the smoking hottest chicks ever
at the time.
Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher.
Do you know the only other movie that Kurt Russell and Stallone have been in together other than Tango and Cash?
Hold on.
Oh.
Stallone? Yeah.
By the way,
Only 1 movie.
Terry Hatcher's drum solo is fucking phenomenal. It's perfectly on time, and the beat was.
Is it a more recent film?
Is it within the last 5 years? Yeah.
Really?
Probably less than that, actually. Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stallone's in it for some reason for 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, they're never on screen together.
Yeah, but Kurt Russell's like the main because he's Chris Pratt's father.
Yeah,
in that movie. Yeah.
He's Ego, the Living Planet.
I fucking love the Guardians movies.
They're fantastic.
And the fact that they did the whole fuck around with the director, with you said some weird tweets when you were younger, blah blah blah. Yeah. James Gunn or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they just rehired him back after the fact.
Yeah, like it died down. Like, all right, yeah, come back in here.
And that's classic, like capitalism.
Oh yeah, they only care about the money.
Yeah, we just care. No, you care about the backlash, and then once we get past that, come on back.
Was it pedophilia? It's classic Hollywood.
Yeah,
very classic.
Yeah.
Ask Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
I actually sympathize with Corey Feldman a lot.
But here's the problem. This is the problem with it. All right, I believe.
That's right, Mike. I think he might be a pedo.
The stuff that Corey Feldman has kind of brought out more recently, I believe that he's experienced sexual abuse, and I believe that he saw a lot of it.
I believe everything he says.
But see, the problem is a lot of people don't, because the guy has went back and forth for fucking 30 fucking years about shit. He has changed his story way too many times.
They also use his drug times as a
I know, and they've definitely used shit against him. But he's just went back and forth so many times, and he's weirded out on shit a few times. Where I think he was nervous about losing everything and now he doesn't have to.
I've never been an actor that's butt raped before,
Yeah.
so I don't know what you
I
do.
think. Well, honestly, what I think it was is that over the years, like him backtracking and stuff like that he was afraid that. He was afraid he
still
was
wanted to
lose
be. He still wanted to be in movies.
He was still, he was.
I was
afraid.
molested, but you know what? I really need to work.
And rightly so. But I think that's what because he acts weird. I think that's what they've done. Is they portrayed him as like a nutty. But now with all the shit that's come out with everybody else and the hashtag Me Too movement, he's able to be straight up about it.
He got a little bit more credibility when Elijah Wood jumped on his bandwagon, because Elijah Wood's never been looked at as like a nutty person ever.
No, he's always been a straight shooter type. Yeah.
So when Elijah Wood was like, everything Corey Feldman is saying is true, and I can support this also, and that's why. When's the last time you seen a fucking Elijah Wood movie?
Right.
Yeah.
That dude's been like fucking blacklisted.
I watched that Green Street Hooligans, and I don't even. That's the last
do you
one I've
think
seen.
that? Do you think that Charlie Sheen butt raped Corey Haim?
I think Charlie Sheen would rape anyone within raping distance.
Yeah, I'm with Mike on that one.
I agree.
If you're in raping distance, you're getting raped by Chuck.
Yeah. I kind of like totally believed it when they said it, because like I thought. Here's what first thing I thought. Charlie Sheen was like, yeah, he because he was so young at that time. He was like, and he was kind of like, he's like, oh yeah, he looks girl enough to me,
I think that's the.
By the way, I'm not comfortable being the only one on screen for this. I'm going to get assassinated. We're making fun of the government, Hollywood, everything.
Isn't that
I'm
the
dead.
problem though? Is that everybody always associates like this creepy stuff with like older men, younger boys, but it can be like a younger person like Charlie Sheen, who's like in his early 20s, with a younger boy in his teens.
Actually, there was something. There's something I wanted to put on here, and I'll talk about it real quick. There's a guy that his picture is absolutely banned. Like, you can go to jail for putting up his picture in the United Kingdom, because he was a child killer. He was 10 years old, and him and a friend killed a 2-year-old. Mm-hmm. And so the lynch mobs wouldn't kill them when they got out of jail, when they turned 18. They hid his identity, but the fucking dipshit put himself like on Facebook and stuff. So people would share this guy's picture over and over again, and then they would get like 8-month jail sentences for, like, we found him, here he is. His name's John Venables. Venables.
So he posts it first, and then they get in trouble for it.
But you can find pictures, and I'm not going to tell you where you can, because we could get this channel literally kicked off everything.
I don't want to go back.
Because
jail wasn't that bad, but I don't want to go back.
Yeah, but we won't go to jail. We won't go to jail because we're American, but we'll lose it. We'll never be able to have a channel. And
Crisco and Charlie Sheen.
But anyway, the guy and his friend, the one was smart. He just disappeared. Like, when he got out of jail, out of sight, out of mind. But he was like doing Facebook pictures and selfies and stuff, and then they got shared on places on the internet. And don't look him up, because you don't want to.
No, I won't. I won't. That's for sure.
Don't look them up.
But like we were talking, like you were saying, younger people and with like a younger guy and a younger kid like Charlie Sheen. And,
not every pedophile is like an old man fucking a young person. There's
I know a guy who...
Yeah, a 14-year-old can kill your ass or treat you...
I know a guy who he was molested by his older half-brother. His older half-brother was 7 years older than him. And he molested him for years.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, and he hates... Like, when you play Billy Joel, he gets fucking severely pissed off, makes you turn it off. And the reason is because
Billy Joel or Billy Joel?
because that's what his brother would play when he would fucking have him in his bedroom.
No Uptown Girl for him.
When the family would be all out in the living room, and he'd have Billy Joel blasting while he was fucking raping his little brother. So he fucking, it's like every time it like triggers. Yeah,
now I'm extremely depressed,
dude. It was fucked up.
Super awkward.
Yeah,
no, but no, it's not. It's just depressing as fuck. It's horrible. It's a horrible story.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, it's anyway. When they said that Charlie Sheen, like, because even like Corey Haim's mom said,
his mom seems insane. By the way,
but see, that was the thing. And then all of a sudden, it seemed like she was backtracking on what she said, and I was like, look, I believe Charlie Sheen. I believe he fucking did this.
You can take it to the bank if it's bad and it's about Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 chance it's true.
Right.
It doesn't,
We're all pedos. You can't say that you haven't
No,
watched
Morgan,
a video of a girl on YouTube. Said she was. Chances are she's probably 16. Wrong.
No, I haven't watched her. No, I haven't.
Every one of them, I make sure that they hold up their ID.
Yeah.
And it always says over 18.
How do people even date nowadays? I
have no idea.
Like I'm
Tinder.
Funny. Well, we stopped at 7-Eleven, okay, and I see like there's a couple older chicks. They look, but I saw like all these hot chicks, and I'm like, damn, man.
Wait, all these hot chicks at 7-Eleven?
Yeah, like just like there was like 3 or 4 different ones, and I'm like, damn, man.
I didn't go in, so I can't vouch for them.
No, there was one that was right in front of me inside that was hot. Oh man, yeah, and she's like, she was probably in her 20s, but it's like, should I really,
After you walk in,
I'm starting to have feelings I should be out like screwing somebody right now, but I don't even know how to begin.
After you walked in, they have to put the wet floor cone down now?
Yeah.
'Cause they saw you.
Silver cotton candy.
No, I want silver cotton candy.
Phil's going to explain.
No, I know what he means.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, I have a question.
Sure.
Oh, he wants gray pubes.
Are you still looking for bumper music to have from other bands?
Sure.
That are not copywritten to play?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because I got a buddy who makes amazing music. He just needs to listen to a couple episodes of your show if he wants to know if he wants to be associated or not.
No. Forget it then. Just because he's not going to want to be associated with the show whatsoever.
No, he probably will.
He's not going to be. I don't think so.
Morgan,
Tell him we talk about Crisco and Charlie Sheen.
We talked about Hollywood pedophiles for
4chan. Go to. It's supposed to be r/, not /r. Fool.
/ like Guns N' Roses?
Get on 4chan. Go to
Morgan. Why are you posting that shit on my Twitch?
And
you're
ask-
fucking seriously going to get me banned off there, you dummy.
What the hell's cheese pizza?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Just don't.
I'm not
ignore.
doing any of it.
Disavow.
I don't even
disavow.
know what I don't even know what 4chan is.
Good. Don't go there. Disavow. Disavow.
What's it called? Rum. Oh, Rum Ham. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, in the one of my beer enthusiast groups.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Enough molestation talk.
Yeah.
So going back to like, just beer enthusiasts, like so me and my buddy Bill during the quarantine, we would like drop off beers in our mailboxes to one another in random times throughout the week.
You're like whiskey wizards.
What's that?
People are dropping off
Guys
random.
who drop off whiskey at other people's.
Oh, we don't think we were revolutionary. We just like we live like a mile apart. So it's like, hey, when you're around my house, just drop some beer off in my mailbox, and I'll do the same to you. And
So you knew it was coming, or was it a surprise?
we would message each other once we dropped it off. So like I had to say like the eagle has landed. And he's like the crow flies at midnight, just like
Gotcha.
junk like that.
I used to
No,
say
they were doing that. They were during when I first started. They were doing wine drop offs for like random ladies in your groups and stuff. Not us, other women.
Yeah.
But then
Other women, not us. Other women.
other women were dropping off stuff to other women.
Yeah.
And wine and stuff, and like here,
It's kind of funny. Like my buddy lives like a mile from me, so it's like
Yeah.
we both go to like beer stores all the time. So we just try to drop their stuff mailboxes each other for.
What'd you get from Copper Hut?
Say I had the cherry porter, which
That's just came back, right?
yeah, that one's
Or
really
it's one of
good.
the cherry things.
And then they had like a American IPA.
Good, nice.
Yeah, good stuff. I love that place.
I think Morgan must be my only viewer on Twitch.
Drop their stuff mailboxes each other for.
What'd you get from Copper Hut? What's going on?
Say I had the cherry porter.
Why is it playing? That's just came back, right?
What's that?
Yeah, that one's
Or
really
it's one of
good.
the cherry things.
Why am I hearing myself?
We're hearing ourselves. We're not talking, Mike.
We're hearing ourselves. Yeah, good stuff. I love that place.
I think Morgan must be my only. Because
You're playing it through the phone.
my phone's still hooked up on Bluetooth.
I used to text people the eagle has landed, but that was because the pile of drugs showed up.
Yeah.
Same thing. I dropped off beer.
The pile of drugs showed up, so you can get a hold of me now, and I'll make sure that you get your quantity. Hey, it's me, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I posted it as myself on my own chat.
I get it. Morgan's the only one on Twitch, though.
Oh, Morgan, I wanted you to call and talk because you have the COVID antibodies.
Oh, does he?
Morgan has the COVID antibodies. I wanted to tell. Yeah, he told me that.
How did he find out?
Yeah, I
He
don't
had the
believe him.
test. He said he had the test.
Yeah, does he have proof?
You guys know
I don't
anybody
know.
with the coronavirus?
He's
yet or
gonna
no?
prove it before I believe it.
Does he have? So is he off work now?
No, he has the antibodies, not the actual active virus.
No, I know. I don't believe him. You'll have to prove it. I want to see the test results.
This has been such a mess because I've been hearing there's people that have the antibodies that say they haven't had the virus yet, which how that works, I have no fucking idea.
Well, if they were asymptomatic, they could.
I guess, yeah.
But I don't know.
But you had the virus then.
But even if if they're testing negative for the virus but then positive for antibodies, how does that work? You can't have the antibodies if you don't have the virus.
We know nothing about what we're dealing with right now, to this day.
No. No, and I mean, like, yeah, I saw, like...
We did a good job not talking about coronavirus until just now, by the way.
It wasn't that long ago, but it was 4 or 5 weeks ago or something like that. I saw, like, some little clip of a doctor, and it was like, look, whatever you're hearing from, like, you know, the media or politicians or pretty much anybody, he's like, don't really believe it because we really don't fucking know. And he goes, we're learning more about it, but, you know, he's like... you know, when people die, like when people die, if we can autopsy them, then we're getting some kind of idea of things. But
he's right, because you know what I don't believe? Morgan, when he says he has antibodies. I want proof. That's all I want is the proof.
Morgan, provide proof.
Show me a piece of paper from a doctor's office that says this dude has antibodies.
Not Dr. Nick.
Yeah. Dr. Nick Riviera.
I got a quick question for you, too.
Yeah.
So when we played in the band together with, like, I was in the band with your brother.
Yeah.
And Jay Morgan, obviously. What the fuck was the Star Bar?
Yeah, well, you asked that. And we still don't know.
We still don't know?
No.
Okay.
I tried finding something from that time frame, and I can't find shit.
When I played at the show with Pole Slide, we played at, what was the place in Ann Arbor?
Blind Pig.
Blind Pig.
Yeah.
So it wasn't another venue in Ann Arbor, I don't think.
I don't think so.
No, I thought Star Bar was over in this area somewhere.
Yeah, no one knows where the fuck the Star Bar was at.
Was it the old Lipsticks?
No, it was
16
not.
Grossbeck?
It wasn't that. Yeah, we looked into that.
Yes, Justin, that's correct. But if even if you're asymptomatic, you still have to test positive for the virus. Like, you can't be asymptomatic and not have the virus. So if you have the virus...
But I could be totally wrong. I'm only
my point is they can tell if you
virologist.
once had it is what I heard.
yeah, no, you're right. But okay.
But they can tell the antibodies means that you had it and lived.
Yes.
Which means it's a good for everyone to know because then you ain't got to fucking worry about it.
But we were saying that people were saying they had antibodies, but they had tested negative for ever having it.
Yeah, tested negative but have antibodies, which I don't understand.
That doesn't work.
Well, no, you would test negative for the active virus, like you're not currently dying from it.
But they were testing negative for ever having it ever.
It was showing that they never had it.
Yeah. Well, then there's other. I think the testing's fucked up too because there's places where they had 100% positive rate. That's horseshit. I don't know, man. I think that they don't. Because coronaviruses have been around forever, just not this particular strain.
Since 1965, that was the first one.
So what if like you have a regular coronavirus, like the one that Lysol made to kill in 1960?
The OG coronavirus.
Yeah. What if you had the outdated coronavirus?
This isn't the 19th one.
Yeah.
It's 2019.
2019.
That's where the COVID comes from, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not the 19th strain.
It's for the year, yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yep.
I don't.
So, hey, the Star Bar. Like, so do you remember
know
like
where
a
it
lot
is.
of the places you played?
We're drawing blanks on just that place.
Because I remember you played. I mean,
Because
the
do you
few
remember
times
I was your
saw
guys'
you, I mean,
manager for like 2 months? You remember that?
Was that?
I was your manager for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Because you played at like Trolleys, didn't
That's
you?
what I was gonna say. You guys played Trolleys, but that was a last minute show because someone else had canceled.
I didn't play that show. Actually, I was not in the band at that point.
That's right. Craig was singing.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
right. Craig started singing at that point.
Because there was supposed to be a show.
I got so frustrated with practices because we would practice and we would just do nothing. Where I just left one day. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like we're supposed to be working on music and I'm just out.
Yeah, I remember because I remember that. Like I remember
I've
showing
never
up. and
I've never
Craig
been
singing.
frustrated with any creative project. I'm fine. I stay calm and I'm always positive.
Well, that show there.
I mean, look
you
at
guys
how
was-
you're handling today. I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm surprised that none of you have ever beaten the fuck out of me. How bitchy I get.
The band was supposed to play a show at a place. They canceled, and within a day, we booked another show. I don't remember where that place was or what it was called, but I wonder if that's what it was. You guys had stuff worked up because it was the day before a show, but you didn't play the Trolley show, so.
Yeah.
Huh.
At that point, I had been so annoyed with everybody, and not now. I mean, at the time,
I remember because I remember like seeing my brother singing.
Yeah.
You know? And Miss Diliberti was there, my math teacher from junior high and high school.
That's aunt.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't know that then though.
That's funny though. Jay and Ed both had aunts who were teachers in this school district, and I didn't even realize it. Morgan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I saw her at the field.
How bad
that was
has
like
2020 been? Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, what a shit year. Like, I mean, like, minus the coronavirus, I've had a friend die. I've had multiple friends lose their fucking businesses and fucking their livelihoods. My dog is fucking sicker than he's ever been. Like, this is a junk year.
Yeah.
I could save you a lot of money on car insurance. Help out
by switching to something.
But yeah, they actually, you know how, Jay, though you brought it up how much we pay for car insurance here.
Oh yeah,
they have new laws that you don't have to pay out of your ass anymore. My uncle Trace was telling me because he's an honorary Jewish person and he knows how to save you some money.
Honorary Jewish person.
So is it already in effect? Because I know they were supposed to be changing some things.
They're getting it where you don't. It's especially those with older cars. You don't have to pay. You can basically pay, minimum.
Does it come from your insurance provider specifically, or?
I don't know. I have to ask him about it. He told me about it today. I have to ask him tomorrow because I was paying absurd amount for a shitty fucking 19-year-old truck, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Is your truck really 19 years old?
Yeah, it's 2001.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, that's what I
got to get a lease, though. I can't fucking drive with no air conditioning anymore.
You have no air conditioning in that?
No, I'm gonna.
I haven't had air conditioning in 3 years.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why'd you get fixed? It's like $200.
It's not just a refill. No, mine needs more work.
Depends
than that.
on what you need.
Yeah. If you need a new line and recharge, yeah,
if
maybe
you
$200.
if you need a new compressor and all that shit,
I'm not willing to put money into my car.
$900, man.
This summer's been brutal too.
And you think it's? Why does
10
everybody
minutes.
think it's been so brutal?
And we're in the
this year?
middle of summer.
Well,
or
because
midsummer.
you're a vampire, Alan.
No, but I mean, I've been up during the day and I just didn't find
you
it.
guys missed Mike's joke of we're in the midsummer.
Midsummer.
I had to throw that in there. I had to throw it in.
I think it's been pretty bad, but I only drive 10 minutes to work and 10 minutes home.
Where you work at?
Like 12 into Quinder.
Okay.
I mean, like
the hospital. There.
The last week it's been kind of humid. There was a little bit of humid, bad humidity a few weeks ago, but other than that, I mean, fuck.
Would you say more humid than humid?
Yeah.
More humid.
Last year, in my opinion, last year was way worse, man.
I don't know, man, because like just the last 2 days we've had like 90% humidity.
Yeah, the last 2 days.
Get it?
Yeah, I mean we consistently average over 90.
Yeah,
10 degrees.
You got to do the more humid than humid.
We
and
have been
film
90
it in the
degrees
Everglades.
like 28 out of the last 35 days.
No,
or something.
we haven't. It's been like 80 degrees.
Dude, I'm telling you.
No, because it's been like most of the time it's been like 50-something% humidity. I
talking
don't know.
This has been a great episode because
I'm talking about the temperature, not just humidity.
we're actually arguing again like the old days.
We've had more 90-degree days in the last month than we had.
But this
all
month's
last
only
year.
In the last 3 years.
Yeah, in the last 3 years. But right now we're ahead of last year as far as 90-degree days.
Last year, when I was in jail last year, it sucked. I had to work out. It was fucking hot as fuck every day, man.
Yeah, but you're working outside.
It didn't matter. It was humid. It was humid and hot as fuck. And that was September.
Was it more humid than humid?
It was more humid than humid.
Yeah.
August sucked last year.
Yeah, we're not even in August.
I know.
So this year's already worse.
I think it's been nice.
You were working outside without air.
No, but
all
I'm
day
just
long.
saying. I'm just saying. Last
This
year,
is
I
the
thought
hottest summer I remember.
He's right. It was hot last year.
I remember individual hotter days or like couple days, but this has just been.
No,
this is like we live in the fucking Philippines.
I remember
this was hot,
dude. Last
humid.
year, I remember it raining from March to June, like almost every fucking day last year.
Yeah.
And
But
we're
then July and
overdue-
August, we had a lot of hot days.
And we're overdue for a bad winter here in Michigan because this one was nothing.
Nothing.
That was the only good thing about the lockdown is that it wasn't that bad. You could go in your backyard if you had to, little mental health. Like I would go for little walks around the driveway and shit out there. A normal winter would have been too cold.
Did anybody call you a faggot when you were walking out there?
Absolutely.
Oh,
my dad.
I was going to tell you that the insurance thing, the law changed the beginning of this month but that's as far as changing your health insurance coverage. Because right now you had to have unlimited coverage on your car insurance, or you did. Now it's you can
like degrees of it.
You can, but you can also put part of it on your actual medical insurance.
See, this is.
But people that did it, like,
why are we the only state that does this? Every other state does it one.
Well, we
way.
have mutual friends or mutual acquaintance and a friend of yours, Rob, lives up on a lake.
Yeah.
He did it on 3 cars, and you saved $32.
Yeah,
total.
That's junk.
Oh, $32 total
on 3 cars.
Trace was talking like it was quite a bit.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
I mean,
see, this is what I don't get. I mean, they're making up these little. They're going to make up more little bullshit things and make you think you're saving something. The fact is, like, if you don't have fucking insurance in this state, you're fucked. Like health insurance.
Yeah,
you are fucked if you don't have health insurance.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't have it. You know. And then if you know, on top of it, used to be just if you lived in a bad neighborhood, okay, well, you paid higher premium. That's it. It was never this bad. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it is. Well, you got. That's why you see so many fucking Ohio plates here, because people are insuring their cars in Ohio.
Oh man,
through friends
our
and family's
car insurance
addresses.
Is that
ridiculous?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I knew a family. They had one family member that lived in Tennessee. Every car they had Tennessee plates because you didn't have to have insurance. Every car. And these guys, these were hillbillies who rebuilt cars every day.
That's crazy.
And they had literally, I mean, they would get it. They'd call up their aunt or uncle down there and go, "This is the car, here's the VIN number." And they'd go down and they'd pick up plates for all these cars.
Yep.
They had tons of them. And for years, they never had a Michigan plate.
That's crazy.
Nope.
Wait, who is Morgan calling it?
And
Morgan's arguing
before it
with
was really
himself.
bad.
That's his other. That's his other.
Lame.
Oh,
Morgan is his other split. He's arguing with his other personality.
That was before it even got this bad. Like my friend,
You're probably more like.
yeah, my friend, she just went and got insurance on, like, dude, it's like a 2000 Sebring or something like that, and she had to come. First of all, she had to come up with $500, even though she didn't have any lapse in coverage. They made her come up with $500 through this new company. And because she's on state insurance right now, because her job, she's basically freelance, so she's getting like she's got state insurance, and they're like, yeah, well, that's if you had your own insurance, it'd be cheaper. But they made her pay like it's outrageous. I'm like, and it's no fault insurance. I mean, you get
and
nothing.
It's also only our state. Our
Yes.
state's the only state. Like every other state does this a different way, except our fucking state.
No, I mean, like,
And we're
other
like
states,
one of those new states. Like we got like Hawaii laws. Like you guys are. You can have your old ways and come back to the. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Other
some of our
states.
laws.
There's other states that do like a no fault type insurance, but it's nothing as bad as this.
No.
But like when I lived in Utah, it was at fault. Now, I always point out there's this guy that I worked with. His wife got into an accident. She was driving through a green light. Guy hit her. He blew a red light. She had to go to a court hearing and prove that she was 100% not at fault, because you could be found 5% at fault.
Yeah,
which basically means like, okay, well,
once you start going to
that is some fucking
fault,
bullshit.
That's some fucking weird shit.
Yeah, you're about 13.2% responsible for this rap.
Well, basically, there's like it was like 5%. There's like 50%. I mean, I don't remember it because I never had to deal with it, but I know that his wife wasn't found at fault at all, and but I heard of other people that were found like partially at fault because they could have reacted and avoided, but the insurance was dirt cheap. I had two brand new, not brand new, but I had 2 very new vehicles and full coverage on them, no deductible, like no, I had like they'd come out, put a windshield in, nothing, no deductible, and I paid it was like $112 a month for 2 cars.
When you were in Utah, did you ever go to Utah? Did you ever go to Zion?
I never did. No.
No.
That's like way at the bottom of the state. But yeah, I never took any time off to do anything, man. I worked all the time.
Yeah, I've been craving to go there like so long.
Yeah,
I was so stupid.
It's not like your half-ass 60-hour-a-week schedule you do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
It's
al-
just-
Al, have you ever had a normal 40-hour-a-week job?
No.
You've always said like,
I mean-
I got off easy this week. They let me out after
60.
13 hours.
Yeah. The only thing good about this place is like I'll never work a Saturday or Sunday here ever.
That is good.
It's 5-day work week,
Because you'll be sleeping to make up for the sleep you lost.
which I did today. But
Insurance numbers. National average is for a year, it's $1,470 a year for a car
so a little over
Per
100
year?
a month.
per year. Michigan's average is $2,693.
Well, I'm at
Jesus.
the average.
What?
I'm at the average then. For what I
Are
pay
you?
Yeah, for my car.
Oh, that's not bad then.
Yeah.
Wait, 2,600. That's over $200 a month.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I mean,
So you only pay about $1,400 a year for your car?
I pay $120 a month for my insurance.
That's $2,400 a year.
120.
Oh, no,
Oh.
you're right. You're right. 144. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
see what you're saying.
I pay about $120 a month for insurance.
We-
through
Yeah,
Liberty.
you're actually
For Liberty Mutual.
you're getting a very good rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We pay $400 a month for two cars.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, man, it's like
Your-
pretty
That's
much
your son's about
absurd.
to drive,
almost
right?
everybody now that I talk to says the same thing. They pay like $200 a month. That's outrageous. It's
Yeah.
finger my butt with your
Yeah, the good
balls.
thing is, though, if something goes wrong with your wreck, everything is covered and they're very helpful and you get your money.
Oh yeah, yeah,
so,
that
so
is true.
on the back end, it helps, you know?
Right. Well, it's like I keep from people that like know me and know like when you go and get insurance, man, you're gonna be paying like $700 a month. Well, the last time I had a DUI when I got insurance the last time, and I paid like $300 a month. Considering, I'm a repeat offender, but technically, the last one I had, I won't have any insurance points from it anymore because it'll be over 5 years by that time. So it'll just be like I had one again. So
How does that work though to insure if you've had a DUI? Like, is it like way more? It's obviously way more expensive, right?
That's what I mean. I only paid like $300. I paid like because I hadn't had insurance in a while, so I got penalized. So the first 6 months, it cost me like $310 a month.
Oh,
So it was like $1,700 for 6 months or something like that. But the next policy that I had, the next 6 months I had, I went to a different place and it was like just a little bit more than the average here.
Okay.
I was paying like $240 something a month, which I mean, it was only no fault insurance. So I mean, but considering my record.
So Justin says
It's all a racket.
Justin says I have full coverage on one car. It's $70 a month. My wife has her own, and it's about $100 a month. That would be great.
That'd be fantastic.
Are they
Where's he
here
live at?
in Michigan?
No.
I think Justin lives down in Tennessee.
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
right. See, in Tennessee, used to be you could get insurance, but you did not have to have insurance, and that's why my friends, like family, would always insure their cars through Tennessee.
Doesn't Tennessee also have bars where you can like bring your own alcohol into them?
Well, there's
Maybe.
a lot of
Usually,
throughout Kentucky and Tennessee. There's like dry counties where if they do have like a bar, like some of them, you have to bring your own.
If you go to a bar, why do you bring your own alcohol? I don't understand.
Like they're meeting places.
I guess I think it is more popular in rural places because it's not. They don't have as social of shit going on as like we do, and
Because, like where my buddy's dad's from, it's like right at the bottom of Ohio, almost like West Virginia border, I think it is. But you can buy beer.
hey, they got to get pussy somehow, man.
You can
They
buy
gotta go
beer,
somewhere.
but if you go into like the bars there, it's more like kind of like a private membership type thing.
Okay.
But you have to bring your own booze, liquor. You can't even buy liquor in the county.
I remember going on like a family trip with my dad back in the day, and we hit like some
Lots
spot
of
in
strip
Pennsylvania.
clubs here in Knox can't sell alcohol, but you can pay a cover charge and bring in your own.
Wow.
Remember hitting dry counties in Pennsylvania with my dad on a family trip, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Oh yeah, Pennsylvania is another one because Pennsylvania's got like a lot of like Quakers and Mennonites and Amish. Serious, dude. They got like a lot of religious people there, so they got like really weird laws in a lot of places.
Quakers.
Yeah, like all your in Pennsylvania, all your titty bars. Yeah, tassels on the nipples.
Pennsylvania,
And they stand
average-
8 feet away.
Well, a lot of the Kentuckians would drive over to West Virginia because West Virginia was a lot more liberal with their laws, so they'd go over there. 45
Yeah, you can
minutes
go.
away.
Yep, you can go.
I
Yep.
saw that in Sergeant York. Remember?
Yeah.
The bar was on the state line for both states.
Yeah. Well, that's like, because basically, like, that's, I mean, where Mike's dad, Gallia County, that's like right pretty much at the bottom of Ohio in that corner. So you go right over to Virginia, West Virginia, whatever. You are allowed to drink while watching, but they can't sell it.
That's at the strip clubs, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pennsylvania's premiums are about $1,700. See, this one says we pay way more. This one, bankrate.com, it says our average is $3,400 a year for insurance. But that seems like that's like $300 a month for one car. Maybe that's right. I don't know. But Kentucky,
Well, you're
I don't
not
know.
getting a discount if you don't have multiple cars.
yeah, that's true.
So
I think they published the highest end there.
probably
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the average.
no. Well, yeah, I mean
Nevada's up there too. Nevada's like third or fourth for coverage prices.
Hear that, Morgan?
Yeah. You hear it? Do you hear it?
We get ripped off.
You and your
But yeah, they haven't done anything to really significantly change ours. It was just basically you can use your own personal medical health coverage to offset some of the cost of a catastrophic accident in your car.
Then
This is what I.
and you save like $17 a month or something. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was
Yeah.
one person's.
But
I don't
that's
know
why-
if that's everybody. No, 'cause somebody else. One of Danielle's friends looked it up, and it wasn't much. She would have been saving like $18.
But that's what kills me is it's like, okay, so what? Like every other state, there's no catastrophic, injuries from accidents, but yet they pay like half as much as the national average is like almost half of what it
It
is
is
here.
weird how we do like so much different here than every other state.
It's
Wow, like coconuts, $105 a month for one, $40 a month for the other, both full coverage.
Yep.
Damn, dude. Damn.
Well, yeah, look at even Phil. Phil said the no fault on his Charger is $0, but full coverage on his Jeep is $68 a month.
How can it be $0?
This is how we know all our
'Cause
friends
there's no-
we're
you
all
don't-
fucking middle aged.
you
When
don't-
you're talking
I-
about fucking car insurance.
Yeah.
You guys want
I
to talk
can't take my back is bad
Wait.
too.
You guys want to talk about power tools next?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
I got me a new still.
We did talk about our Weber grills for a
I got a Weber grill.
I can bring up one thing as a dad that I'm not a dad, but it's dad shit. Is like I edge my lawn,
Yeah.
and when you edge your lawn, you obviously give that gap between the cement and the grass.
Yes.
Yeah.
All that happens is weeds grow from it.
Now if you do it right.
What do you mean if you do it right?
You'll learn.
Do you have an edger?
You'll learn.
Do you have a good edger?
Don't tell
Dad
me I'll learn.
fight.
I'm in my late 30s, you asshole.
What kind of edger are you using?
Just a fucking regular ass edger.
Wait, is it like the weed whipper that you just turn
No,
sideways?
an actual edger where I'm taking
Like
out there. I'm
handheld?
I'm grinding past the fucking concrete.
Is it powered or is it like a motor on it? Or is it
Yeah.
like the old school one where you actually like literally rolling
No,
looks like
I-
a fucking spur.
No, it's plugged in to my
I use
electricity.
fucking
Oh, it's
hardcore weed
electric?
kill, and I fucking
Yeah.
kill the
Oh,
shit
that's
out of
your
them
problem.
weeds. I kill the weeds. I don't even.
Why is that
cut
a
'em.
problem?
Because electric's for pussies.
Boom.
What the fuck are you supposed to use?
Battery or gas.
Still. It's got to have a big
Okay,
old blade on it,
either
wide
way-
open.
Either way, the problem is that I make the gap between the cement and the grass,
Yeah.
and all that does is provide a ground for weeds to grow.
Yeah.
Are you getting the cracks in the sidewalk too?
A little bit, yeah.
You got to do that because that'll grow into the gap.
Yeah. And you got to make sure you get it kind of deep enough, and,
Yeah, you get past the root.
Well, let's just
A little
focus-
DP
let's-
never hurts anybody.
Let's just focus on the
I
cement
first
and grass.
felt old about a year ago when multiple male coworkers would ask stuff like, "So, what are you using to mow your lawn?"
Yeah. That's how you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
7.5 horsepower.
If somebody asked me, I'd be like, "I use the 14-year-old kid down the street that said he'd do it for $20."
Yeah.
That sounded
What do people
Like
charge?
pedophile.
What do
I
people,
use my nephew.
what do people charge a week to cut grass now?
you
still
know
about-
what?
It's
too much.
20s,
If you use a service,
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
50, $60.
Because
$70.
Curtis used to
Yeah.
cut grass, and it was reasonable 5 years ago, but now that price sounds terrible.
See,
It seems like low now.
Well, all right, my I was working for a guy
okay,
2 years ago, and he was still like the size of my lawn.
Yeah.
It was about, he billed monthly. If you did the monthly where he could just, every month
That's
it
the
would
hook,
come.
though, is they want you to be a repeat customer.
Right, but it was the equivalent of $27 a week.
I don't think you can find anything
that's
that
not
low
bad.
anymore. You can't find anything that
They
low
did
now.
edging
But what if you don't need your lawn cut every week?
You're paying for it.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
thing.
the
That
only bad
sucks.
thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
like this dry hot spell we had, I fucking went 3 weeks and I didn't need to cut it. It wasn't even long. I just cut it just because it's been 3 weeks. And I felt like, well, I probably should just do this.
Well,
I'm the same as Mike. I just cut it because there's some weeds growing.
See,
well, I planned on cutting mine tomorrow morning.
See,
but
that's
I
what
looked
my
at,
dad did last week.
I planned on it, but I looked at his dad's weather station, and it's supposed to be like 83 at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm not getting up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and cutting my grass at 85 degree fucking day.
Morgan has something to say as he leaves here, guys. Gotta go, guys. Have a good one. Mike, Alan, Jay, see you guys. Brian, fuck you.
No, Brain.
Actually,
fuck
it says
you.
Brain. There's nobody here named Brain, so
Brain.
fuck you.
Hey, I'm gonna brain fuck you guys. So he's gonna brain fuck
you.
Mike, Alan, and Jay. That's wrong.
My brain needs a fucking.
But yeah.
I want to talk some more about that guy about Tawas.
Oh, Jeff?
I can't,
He's gone.
We lost him.
Oh, that's not the same guy?
No, this is stupid Morgan.
I don't know all your friends. I just know.
Well,
family.
there was a time where they were part of the show, and then they kind of. It's weird. A lot of these guys are part of the show, and then they're just listen.
Well,
it's weird.
At one time, they were all part of the morning zoo, and then
They got Jeff. Jeff went and started his own brand.
Yeah, see, they all went and
a little
started
bit
their
ago,
own
I asked
morning
though,
zoo.
if you were going to go on a weekend vacation in Michigan,
Yes.
where would you go?
Well, my wife just sent me one today about all those new messages is about me.
Brian, fuck you.
Thank you for spelling it right. The castles of Michigan.
Yeah, I just saw there was a big article about them.
There's one in Silver Lake.
She had it was a whole trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, on
Michigan's
Facebook there was
castles.
on Facebook there was this like thing I saw. It was an article about it.
Haven't you guys been to the Silver Lake dunes?
No,
never.
I hear it's amazing, and you can also
That's in like out by Muskegon way, right?
above Muskegon. Yeah.
Yeah, I was 35 years ago.
Okay.
So yeah,
There's been some erosion since then, so they're not the same.
I mean, I was 12, and I remember like going with my friend and his family, and I kept slipping off to smoke cigarettes, and they never.
Because we went to Holland and Saugatuck last week.
Yeah.
And the stairs that you would go up the dune are all covered in sand, so it's kind of like eerie. It's like post-apocalyptic, where like there used to be stairs here, but now it's all sand. It was kind of cool. Like,
Yeah,
Like all the humans left.
That's
Now
right.
there's
Saugatuck's
sand.
near. You said Holland, right?
Saugatuck, yeah, Saugatuck's just below Holland, like south of Holland.
Okay, because I saw something. I think it was History Channel or something, but they were doing that where they were trying to dig something up along the beach, but because of erosion, the beach had moved back so far.
Yeah.
They didn't know where the fuck to dig, and a lot of the stairs were like just basically in the water.
Yeah.
Because everything had gone back so far. But
Then you also have these dunes that we went to, and then there's like dunes that are probably like a quarter mile away.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like private property between the two.
Okay.
And you can walk, you're legally allowed to walk the beach from one to the other. But what they've done is the private property has pushed stones to like block the fucking sand so you can't walk anymore. And they've like fucked up the fucking coast to where you could walk from one to the other.
oh,
Assholes.
okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about the castles.
Yeah,
The castle trip.
Castles in Michigan.
There's a castle on University of Michigan campus, the Kelsey Museum of Archaeology.
Okay.
There's one in Detroit, the Grand Army of the Republic building, which is on Grand River.
There's one on Gratiot over by
Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook's a castle.
Oh, I was an honor student at OU, and we went to the Meadowbrook Castle
Yeah.
for like our ceremony.
Ooh, I was an honor student.
I think that's the second time.
Hey, look at the big brain dick over here.
I didn't want to
Big
brag,
brain, big brain.
but it was awesome. I didn't want to brag, but that building's awesome.
It's an awesome building.
dean's
Yeah.
list.
You
This
think,
one's
you
in
think you're all smart
Owasso.
with your reading and shit? You think you can fucking read?
The dean's list, like Dean Kane, where he just fucks chicks.
Is that Dean Kane?
Is that Dean?
The
I can
Kerwood
read
Castle,
too, motherfucker.
Kerwood Castle in Owasso. Castle Farms in Charlevoix. The Hoyt Library in Saginaw.
Have you guys ever been to Charlevoix or Petoskey or anything?
No, and I've never been to a
I've been
castle.
through Charlevoix.
Because I'm an American and I don't care about fucking castles.
I've not been through Charlevoix. I've been through Sheboygan. I'm sorry.
But these are castles in America.
They're just Michigan.
American castles, Michigan's castles. He asked where I would go on a quick trip. I'm like, through these castles, check them out.
Do you like Traverse City?
I've never been to Traverse City.
Never been to Traverse City?
Nope.
Really?
Traverse City's cool.
Traverse City's awesome.
That's where the Curse of Oak Island guy lives.
I got
what?
The Curse of Oak Island.
What the fuck is that?
Right.
I don't
the
know.
Castle Museum of Saginaw, which is in Saginaw.
No way.
Henderson Castle in Kalamazoo. I think that's it. That list.
So you want to see every castle in Michigan?
No, that's what she sent me. I don't want to do that trip. That's what my wife wants to do.
I've been to Traverse. I haven't been to Traverse City in a long time, but about 15 years ago.
Man, I don't know.
I have a branch up there, and I have a branch in Grand Rapids. And if I ever really got sick of being here, I could probably leave and get transferred. But
Traverse City's beautiful.
If I had to go to a city, just a little getaway, I'd be like, what's the last city in Michigan before I get out of it? Going west.
New Buffalo.
Oh, no, you want to go there? That's Benton Harbor, dude. That's the hood.
I don't want to go there.
Benton Harbor.
I will stop there to get gas on my way out of the state.
But yeah, that's like what, south, like west?
Or
Like
this
down-
southwest corner.
Port Huron.
You getting gas? What you looking at, white boy?
Port Huron.
Port Huron before you hit Sarnia.
I mean, so what, like St. John's, Benton Harbor?
Yeah.
Port Huron. Port Huron.
I knew that Flint and Saginaw were bad. Michigan that have hoods.
Oh, yeah.
I had no fucking idea. And one of them.
What's speckled? Is that a racist term?
No, no.
Dude, there's-
Anybody could live there. Not. No.
There's part, like,
There's a town called Bridgeport.
oh, yeah.
It's by Saginaw, and I'm like, I didn't think that. It's by Frankenmuth. I'm like, Bridgeport is not a hood. I go in there, dude. There's like cholos. Like,
Wait, did you say Frankenspook?
oh, you said that. You said that. I didn't say that.
You don't want to. You don't want your
Disclaimer,
face
Radio
on the camera.
Underground is
You're not on the
use
camera.
any
Move that watermark so you can identify them.
But yeah, bro, it was like holy shit, dude. There's like they have a bunch of migrant workers that settled there and just stayed.
Yeah.
And now they got like cholos, dude. They got like
Cholos.
you know
Cholos, yeah.
You know
Cholo,
the stereotypical Latin guys with the top fucking button
Yep.
Yes.
Well, it's funny when I was in jail.
in Michigan, in the middle of Michigan.
That's a fun way to
This
start
funny
off a
story,
conversation.
yeah. This fun story in jail. Like this guy that was like my bunkmate, he was from Waterford, and I'm like, yeah, I remember like when I was younger, like when people talked about Waterford, it was like nice, you know. That's what I always.
part
but
of it is.
It is, right?
but most of it's not.
Part of it isn't.
Yeah,
Part of it isn't.
and he's like. He goes, yeah. He's like, he was telling me the story. He goes, yeah, like all these people would tell me, oh yeah, you live in Waterford. Oh, it must be nice. He's like, no,
well,
it was not.
There's a big
He
portion
goes,
of it
"We're-"
right next to Pontiac.
He goes, we were really poor, and he goes, in fact, we had a wall that was rotting out on the front of our house that we couldn't even afford to fix. And he's like, but the guy but they had like all this open property around them, and then people started building all these big bad houses around him because he lived like off of one of the little lakes. And he's like, yeah, he goes, so basically,
There's a ton of small lakes.
then
out
all
there.
of a sudden, all these rich people start putting their shit up, and he goes, well, he goes, I was about 9 years old. Miraculously, one day, he's like, oh, we're moving.
Somebody bought the lot.
Somebody pushed his ass out.
Yeah.
So they got gentrified out.
That's what I said. That, like that area, I have no idea where I'm at. Well, like when I go past Pontiac, there, like there's Kego Harbor.
Yeah,
And there's
I only do because of my
there's
work.
White
but-
Lake.
like Cass Lake. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm at over there.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
all. It's
Well,
all
even
for-
White Lake is further.
Yeah,
up
White Lake's-
59 and stuff.
Yeah.
but
I remember Aaron had to walk from White Lake to Pontiac when he was like 13.
oh my
That
god,
story you told me about that.
that's far.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I mean,
Remember I told you the story. I think it was you. You're like, that's abuse because he was a little kid at the time.
Yeah,
I
oh my
seem,
God.
I seem to remember that story. Like you guys told it when I was around or something.
He something went wrong and he had to walk. He was like 13. He had to walk
So
a long ass way.
last week I was with Janine in Holland, Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a hotel like right on the outskirts.
was it a castle?
No, not a castle. So we took
Castle
we
doctrine.
took an Uber to the downtown Holland, had a good night, and then no big deal, $12 Uber. When we were done at the night, no rooms were available, not a single one. So we called a cab, nothing. So we had to walk 4 miles back to our hotel.
God, I look like shit on camera. Shutting that off. Shutting that right off.
Are we up against time limit still?
Well, we don't have to do a time limit, but I am going to end it because I don't want to be up till too late because I'm fucking incredible.
Yeah, I really got to shit, and I don't want to use your bathroom to destroy it. So
Wait,
well-
you don't have. We don't have a time limit.
No, we can talk all night.
because we're not on Spreaker anymore.
Not on Spreaker.
Oh, so before it was a time limit because of Spreaker.
I think 2 to 3 hours is a good
3 hour
amount.
show. Yeah.
I'm
good.
done. I'm done.
So, but anyways, you can find us anywhere on the web. Radio Underground. Just look it up. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on DLive. We're everywhere. We're on Facebook. We're Radio Underground _ podcast on Instagram. Just find us. Send us a thing. Jay, thanks for coming by again. Al, Brian,
No problem.
thank you guys. It was fucking actually. I had the most fun tonight because we actually argued with each other a little bit.
Just a little bit.
There's a little bit. The old days when we used to drink, that's all we did was argue. But this was kind of a throwback show. I actually liked
Your
it.
Orange Cassidy shirt, stupid.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do
All right.
like it, actually.
All right, guys, we're
My
out.
brother's being this for Halloween, and my brother can pull this off great.
Yeah.
What? That shirt. Okay.
Is it done?
Yeah, we're done.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground.